Hello everybody and welcome back to Naruto D&D Making Waves. I am your Game Master, Dungeon Master, and weeby friend, or whatever, I don't know. I am joined by my wonderful players, headed off by Ava Rice Pickle Dill.
I'm excited to fight these three strangers.
Still the commander of Gold Squad, still the tutor of Gold Squad.
Oh dear.
Hikari Kesho Runescribble.
Beanie is behind this, I just know it.
He's usually behind a lot of stuff. The commander of Crystal Squad, and Nanimo Junbai, the story buster, the commander of Silver Squad.
Let's kick some ass. It's been a while.
It has.
It has been a little while since the true straight combat. I do count the festival battle as a combat, so like if we were running EXP, me and Pickle actually tried to sit down the other night and calculate EXP, and we reminded ourselves why we fucking hate using EXP. But
It's not bad.
it is a horrifying thing. But the little sheets we use on Google Sheets do have like the EXP like milestones characters would be at, and for level 5, you guys would currently have a total of around like 14,000 experience points or so. We were like calculating it out, and like you guys got some for completing your C ranks, getting back home, obviously playing your festival battles and like winning those. You got a little for negotiating with the Ninmart seller and stuff like that. You've gotten a lot from training and stuff like that. So this being the first like true combat is not going to be the first instance of you guys gaining experience or like milestones needed to push yourselves towards the next level. I will specify. But
Okay.
I did specify this for the players beforehand, but on this current virtual tabletop map we are using, the blocks are more so to scale of around like 10 foot per block. So, a character like Nanimo is going to be moving about half his usual speed on this. And I think that's all I wanted to tell you guys about like this current thing. You rolled your initiative already. You guys can see the turn order. You know who is up first. So let's get ready to roll, I said.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay.
Let's go.
As he is titled on the turn order, I actually forget. I've yet to go back and see the session I originally named what their masks were. But I think I might have changed them because I don't think it was originally a bear mask, a spider mask, and an owl mask.
I feel like Spider and Owl were definitely there before.
Spider
I think
and Owl
Bear's
were
one
there. I think the bear was originally a hawk mask. So Kumayan can actually just be Takayan or something like that, I guess. I could have done Takayan or something. But he's a bear currently, so let him be a bear. Let him be Brother Bear. He is going to, I believe... Let's see, what can Buddy do? You manifest wings of condensed wind, silver wind chakra that flutter at your command until the end of your turn. You gain a 30-foot flying speed. I'm gonna direction. No, I don't think there's anything he can do to get into you guys' range exactly this turn. So he is going to spend his... I think he's going to prepare an action and stay back here, probably in front, and he will end his turn, moving it to Hikari's turn. So, sadly, I was going to have him use the fact that Hikari was the only person to succeed on noticing they were around that area to have them try and surprise round you guys. That will not work, so Hikari, you will have a chance to properly warn your friends. But I mean, you also rolled an initiative, so it wouldn't really work that way.
Okay, so, Hikari is going to tell them that they're there and that she thinks that there's a very good chance that Sheeny put them up to this, whoever this lot are.
Well, obviously, they're the ones who went with him. There's either a fucking test or... Well, there really is no other or now, is there?
Mm-hmm. Question is it a test for us or a test for them? Could go either way.
Well, when we start breaking their bones, we'll get our answer, won't we?
Please don't go overboard.
I can fix them.
You're charged them, though.
Hikari's just going to give Ava a very flat look.
They was going to turn to Nanimo and be like, of course. That's called running a profitable fucking business. You create demand, then you fill it.
I don't think I've ever heard of a doctor going around breaking ankles and then repairing them. But okay, Ava.
Have you ever heard of a doctor as good as me, though?
Let's just focus on restraining them, okay?
Not more roll history.
I was going to say, I immediately know Nanimo knows one.
Roll history with at least stacked advantage. Roll twice, take the higher and add 2.
Okay, so hold on.
Take the 10 and add 2 to it, plus your history mod.
19.
You know there's a back alley doctor that was not associated with Ava's family. She's bad.
I was going to go so much further than
she is kind of known for collecting bills, I will say.
I was just going to say Tsunade, but I decided
I thought you were just going to say
I discussed a character
father.
like this the other day, and I decided to canonize them, actually. They are a wave resident.
He wouldn't do that to Ava. He also doesn't remember how good of a doctor her father was, other than he was alright with his granddad.
Of course,
I feel like Nanimo by this point has selective memory with Ava.
Yeah.
No,
it's more of a case he was just not paying attention much as a child. He liked his books, he didn't like cooking, so if he wasn't reading, he wasn't paying attention.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Aren't you goofballs?
I can just see
what do you want to do with your turn?
Like I said, Hikari is going to ask that they just focus on restraining them, and is going to prepare a typhoon trap.
Okay, you can draw on our virtual tabletop where you would like to place that typhoon trap in relation to Hikari. You know what? I can also.
It says that it's within range, but it doesn't specify what range that is. Is it how far she can? Is it her movement distance or?
20 feet of the chosen space. Select a space you can see within it. Your visual range in D&D is usually. I forget.
I know it's 50. I think it's maybe 100 foot because I know it's 50 in darkness, 100. Because I think 100 foot is standard dark vision, where your vision would be as good as normal. So that's 100 foot, probably.
Yeah, I think it's like 100 feet. Typhoon trap's not bad like that. I need to refine it still. It's one of those like earlier ones I made. But the damage that's on it isn't horrible.
Okay, so I now know. So it would be about 100 feet?
Yes, that would be the limit of where you can set it.
Then Hikari is going to move 30 feet forward and set it up the typhoon trap. Sorry, just a sec. I just need to double check that distance.
Yeah, right there.
Yep, that would be 100 feet from Hikari.
Yeah, I'll do it for you. And then
this one, I believe.
And then I want you to roll me a sleight of hand roll. So a D20 plus 2 for you.
Flush 1d20 plus 2. Oh, I got a crit!
They do not know that's there.
Nice.
I will say they do not know that's there. I will say Typhoon Trap is 5 foot off the ground. It is not 10 feet off the ground. That does need to specify because it will come into play probably soon. Okay. Hikari, is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
In that case, it would go to Kumonka. Okay, Kumonka is going to dance around in her little fish suit. Do 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 do. Fish suit, fish suit.
Oh boy.
What else can she do? No, that takes too long. Yeah, I think she's going to take a dodge action by dancing around in her fish suit. So all attacks on her this turn will be at disadvantage. Oh, I also need to log something. She is level 3, so she gets 6. Okay, there we go. And she will end her turn, bringing it to Nanimo.
Yay. Okay. Well, I am going to take a bonus action to dash.
Okay.
Bringing my speed to 100 feet.
Fuck.
So let's start moving.
That's right, Slowpoke. You can do that.
I am fast. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50.
Hey, you better take some notes since this is where you guys want to fight.
Yeah.
And now I'm on water.
You are on water.
Wave dash activate.
You are on water. Wave dash activates your.
So I get 150 feet now.
Yes, and water ninjutsu for you reduces by. Fuck, there's actually a thing for it. I believe it's like.
It says it's different for each jutsu, I believe. So yeah. I think like. I can't think of one.
I think at least your C ranks I've been reducing by 2.
Oh sweet, okay, nice. That's good chakra for me.
Okay, a 5 chakras C rank is not bad at all.
90, 20.
Measure it out. Measure it out.
20, hold on, wait. 5, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120. Yeah, that's probably close enough. Let's not take the mick here too much. Do we start big? Yeah, we're starting big. Nanimo's going to weave through the hand signs. For water release harpoon dragon, and he is as he starts weaving it, a dragon starts forming around him. Only the head appears and fires off like a beam of condensed water. I know Hikari said to hold back, but fuck that, new jutsu.
Of course. What else would you be doing?
Yeah, I'll hit the bear.
Roll
good show
for the bear. I will say, now that you have passed the 50-foot mark that Hikari marked, you have activated the bear's trap card, which was at the point in which somebody decides to move past that point, he would use Wind Style Zephyr Strike. So using he would actually have stowed a bonus action for this, sorry. So you move like the wind with your wind chakra spinning around you, and you cannot lose concentration of this jutsu as a result of damage. For the duration, your movement does not provoke opportunity attacks, and you gain plus 20 movement speed. So he has a base. Now, you're gonna love this. He has a base 50 feet of movement. So that's gonna go up to 70.
My sort of guy. Oh my god, he's up to 70.
Up to 70. He will also gain plus. I'm sorry, hold on. Plus 20 movement. At higher ranks for each rank you cast this jutsu above C, increase the cost of this jutsu by 3. If this jutsu is cast at C rank or higher, you gain plus 1 bonus to AC for the duration. Cast at B rank or higher, you gain the friction break special action at the start of each of their turns for the duration. If this jutsu is cast at A rank or higher, you gain plus 2 bonus to your dexterity saving throws. S rank or higher, the jutsu's duration becomes 1 minute, losing the need to maintain concentration and friction break. This special action can be used to either make one additional weapon attack, disengage, or use an object action. So I think he's going to go ahead and outcast that boy to S rank from the D rank it's usually at. So to go to C, it would be 7 chakra. For B, it'd be 10 chakra. For A, it would be 13 chakra, and for S, it would be 16 chakra. So he is using more than half his chakra, or just more than half his chakra for this. So,
I do need to correct something.
Go for it.
I can hit 2 people with Dragon Harpoon.
I think you can, yeah.
So I'm gonna hit Spider and Bear. So I'll roll to hit. It'll be at disadvantage because for Spider, because she took the dodge action, didn't she?
She took the dodge action, and I actually want you to roll it at. He wouldn't have prepared his. Well, yeah, I think he would have. I think he would have moved in to engage whoever came in. So I want you to roll at disadvantage for both of them actually, because he's actually in melee range now. He comes in for this, and he's going to make a. This comes with a melee attack, right? No, I don't think this does. He just gets more movement and uses his bonus action for that. So I guess he's going to use his actual stowed action for just a little quarterstaff attack. So yeah.
We'll just.
I believe you're hitting them.
So the first one into Bear is plus 7, 12 to hit, which I assume doesn't hit Bear.
That will not hit Bear, unfortunately.
Okay, but Spider, I'm assuming 25 hits.
You hit Spider. Spider is hit.
Yep.
Roll your damage on Spider.
And then it's they need to make a Constitution saving throw. The save is 15. and I'm rolling. Is it 8d4?
I think so.
Yep, 8d4. Okay. 14.
She just passes.
20 points of damage.
So she'll take 10. Nanimo, you will break her disguise, dealing over the 6 points she had put into the fish costume she was wearing, and dealing a nice crispy 4 damage to her actual self, and she will drop down to 26 HP.
If she succeeds the saving throw, it doesn't half the damage. It just doesn't mean she gets chilled. She takes full damage regardless.
Okay. Bet.
Just to confirm. I was reading just to make sure because it's a new jutsu.
Well, no, it will be. She's eating up 6 of it, so she's still going down to 26 or 24.
Okay.
24.
Okay, and then I have a remaining 30 feet of movement. I've hit someone, so mobile activate, so I can't be opportunity attacks.
Oh wait, hold on. He would have done his.
I know he's gonna hit me, but I'm just moving preemptively.
Or he's rolling to hit.
Yeah.
You move. So he is, and I don't know how that friction thing works. I probably should read it. Once one of you guys get on the roll with one of your turns, I will try to endeavor to read that. But Kumonka or Kumonion, or however I would say that shit. 1d20 plus 5 / R 1d20. I could have just done the thing. He's not gonna hit. He's not gonna hit.
Okay,
so
sweet.
You can make it out of there without getting hit. And that will. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, Nanimo will just give a big old smile, looking forward to seeing how fast this guy can move.
Nice. Alright, that's going to bring it to Alroko. I think Alroko would have actually done this at the beginning of the session, but I forgot, so I'm not going to punish you guys. But she is going to spend a reaction to do something that you guys have seen Shini do this in Gaiden. Shini has not done this for you guys a lot because you have not actually fought battles with Shini all that much. And when you have, I do not actually have a Shini skill. But she is going to coordinate with her teammates. So they are going to gain a +2 to their saving throws, both ones they take and ones against them, or like ones they impose and ones against them. And they are going to be able to use reactions to use the help action with each other, as long as they're within 15 feet. She is then going to... she's all there in the end. Let's see. Nanimo. 1, 2, 3. She move here 3 spaces diagonally towards Nanimo, and she is going to use her action for the Sealing Art Mobility Bind, spending some chakra. She's going to infuse chakra into a chakra seal made through a bunch of little sewing needles you can see, and a little like cross-stitch pattern, and attempt to mark a person with the seal of binding. A creature within range must make a charisma saving throw. On a failed save, the target creature is restrained for the duration and gains 1 rank of sealed. A creature restrained by this jutsu remakes their save at the end of each of their turns. At higher ranks, for each rank you cast this jutsu above D rank, increase the cost of this jutsu by 3 and the number of targets by +1. If the jutsu is cast at B rank or higher, it can be cast as a reaction when you see another creature casting a jutsu with a mobility component. When cast this way, you can only target 1 creature, and the jutsu ends at the end of that creature's turn. Oh yeah, she would have probably used that as her reaction, actually, now that I read that, but it's too fucking late now. So,
16 save.
Okay, her save is a 13 usually, but she is going to add a +2 to that because of coordination. And oh, you got a 16. Never mind. You just passed.
Yeah, sorry.
You just passed. Okay.
I've made a mistake coming this far alone.
Like throws these little sewing needles at you and threads, and you can feel some of the threading and stuff in your pants kind of like cinching up on you and like starting to like tie together and like fray loose. You're like, oh shit.
Oh, that's cool. Tie my shoes together.
Okay, that was her action. She is going to use a second action, or her bonus action too. She is also going to... Oh, you know what she has? She's going to Well, no, that's not light. She couldn't do that. So she's just going to throw a shuriken at Nanimo. So D20 plus 5. 17
17
hits.
doesn't hit me.
17 does not hit
18
you?
is my
God damn
18 is my AC.
God damn you. Okay. That's the end of Al Roko's turn, bringing it to Ava.
And just to clarify one thing,
Hmm?
is the woodland also 10 foot a square or just the bridge?
Everything on this map is 10 foot square.
Fair enough. In that case, Ava will move here and she will activate her Grim Mask. She'll just, draw on some of her seal power and just basically push a golden lower half of a skull through her face, while pulling up her hood, very Sheeny style.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
And that is all she can do for this turn.
Okay. That will bring it back to Kumayan. In this case, he will not be making a concentration check because he did not take damage, but I do think he needs to make one to maintain Zephyr Strike in general. Let me see. Yeah, it is concentration.
It works like the spell, yeah.
It is concentration. So he needs to make a 13 DC concentration check. He will get a +2 to it, and he has a +4. So +6, D20. He is going to just get over it and maintain it, so he still has 70 foot of movement. He could very easily catch up to Nanimo, but I think he is going to move, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, no, he'll go with that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then he'll move 7 and come here. And then he is going to use a wind style Stormhawk. This is the move he wanted to use at the opening. Oh, actually, he needs to have 16 less chakra. I'm sorry. He needs to have 15 chakra currently. So he does not have a ton left because he did spend a lot to have this high cast version of the Zephyr Strike. And I did need to check. Wait. Oh, no. Hikari made her trap. Okay. Yeah, he is going to cast his Stormhawk. The Stormhawk has a 120 foot range. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hikari and Ava are, in fact, within range. A 15-foot cube within range. So, I'm going to need... I'm sorry. You generate a mass of wind chakra and release it in the form of a bird. This bird then flies towards a target creature you can see within range before it explodes, discharging compressed air in a 15-foot cube with a loud sonic boom. This boisterous boom can be heard 300 feet away. Creatures in an affected area make a Constitution saving throw, taking 6d6 wind/force damage, and gain 1 rank of dazed on a failed save, and half as much on a successful save. When you cast this jutsu with this listed casting time, you can choose to spend your bonus action or reaction to overcharge its effects. When you do, a creature dazed by this chakra or by this jutsu must make a chakra control check at the start of each of their turns for the dazed condition to be ended, or be unable to move more than 5 feet for their turns. So on this map, you kind of can't fucking move. You kind of can't move because the blocks are 10 spaces, or 10 feet. I guess you could just move like one space since we'll make it easier. So I need Constitution saving throws of 15 DC from Ava and Hikari. You are
okay. Ava does not pass.
Ava does not pass. Hikari, you're gonna pass. I was actually going to allow Hikari to roll with advantage because it is wind style. But she passed anyway, so I'm actually going to allow her to reduce the damage by exactly 1 point. So he's going to roll his 6d6 plus 5. Okay, that is a nice crispy 29 damage to Ava. Cut that in half to 14 damage for Hikari. Actually 13 damage for Hikari because you're just like reducing that by exactly 1. Ava, you are going to be dazed until your next turn.
Okay.
I will pull up the rules of daze extremely quickly. I believe that will be... You know what? No. He's actually going to... Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, he can hit Nanimo with a kunai in range. So he's going to use his bonus action for a line attack kunai. That would just be the weapon damage. So 1d20 plus 2. That'll hit. So that's 1d4.
Yes.
Nanimo will take 2 damage.
Ow!
Yeah, that's right. That's not how he talked, but he's putting on a fake voice. He sounds like I guess. And that will be the end of Kumayan's turn, bringing it back to Hikari.
Okay, so first off, I just want to double check something. For the Typhoon Trap, it says creatures within 20 feet of the chosen space. So, would that mean that the area of effect of the trap would be like that? Or like that?
If these are 10-foot blocks, it would be the second one you drew.
This one?
Mm-hmm.
The small one?
Yeah, the smaller one.
Okay. Because when it said within 20 feet, that's of the space, that sounded to me like it would be 1 square or 1 square, 2 square all around, because each square is 10 feet.
I need to reduce the Kumayan's chakra by 7. He needs to have 8 chakra currently.
Okay.
Yeah, to be fair to you, with your trap setting, Nanimo kind of aggroed them to go and water walk and try and chase him down, because he just came in and did a fairly decent bit of damage and broke Kumonka's I'm so sorry, her decoy.
Fish costume.
Yeah, her fish costume. So very much actually, since it is now her turn, if Hikari's turn is over. Well, no, I think you were just starting your turn. Yeah.
No, I was just starting because I wanted to double check the actual radius of the trap.
Yeah, that is the radius of your trap. So something you could do, just for a little DM tip, is you could try and drive them into it, since you don't need to maintain concentration on traps after they're... Well, no, you do need to maintain... That's a Jutsu trap, so you do need to maintain concentration on that. But you can try and drive them into it, basically. So at the end of the turn, we'll have you do a concentration check to try and keep that on the field.
So, Hikari is going to use Body Flicker, increasing her movement to 60.
Smart.
And is going to move here.
Okay.
And that is just checking how far away everyone is. Okay, that's 6 squares, that's 9, that's 11. So she is definitely out of range of anything I can do. He is not, she is not. Hikari is going to use... I'm trying to figure out which one will cause the least amount of damage.
You're fine to take your time and read your sheet. We can edit around it. You're all good, friend.
Yeah, sorry.
I needed to look up the day's condition. Pickle, do you want me to go ahead and read that out for you?
Sure, I also just looked it up, but by all means, probably best to read it out.
Yeah, sure. A dazed creature is recovering from a powerful blow and cannot take as many actions as usual. A dazed creature can only either move or take an action, not both. A dazed creature cannot take a bonus action. The dazed condition lasts until the end of the affected creature's next turn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Hikari is going...
I'm not going to treat like that. I'm going to allow you to make another Constitution saving throw at the beginning of your turn, just because he wanted to do that to start this off, to give them a chance to get closer to you. So I think you are kind of ready for it, more so than being truly caught off guard.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's a little more fun than you have to skip a full turn when you haven't even gotten to get close yet. But I'm sorry, finish the thought, Hikari. I spoke completely.
That's okay.
Was that the end of your turn?
No, I was just double checking distances because of the cone, and her toxic barb barrage would not hit him. So I am instead going to go with my backup plan and use poison mist with paralysis poison.
Go for it. You can.
Okay.
You will make. No, I don't think that takes a concentration check. Yeah, I think you're good. I believe you're good.
Okay. Now, because of how this works, would it still be a square or would it be a rectangle? Because each square is 10 feet.
Make it a rectangle.
Okay.
I think that's easy.
So that is the poison mist, and it is paralysis poison.
Gotcha. So he will make a Constitution saving throw at the beginning of his turn. He's starting his turn in, so he will make a Constitution saving throw at the beginning of his turn. would you like to do anything else, Lieutenant?
No.
Okay. That will bring it to Kumonka's turn. And I'm going to actually have them roll a stacked advantage. Well, they would actually get a +4 since they get the... Well, no, yeah, it's just a stacked advantage. Stacked advantage stealth roll. They have a +3 in stealth, so 1d20 plus 5. That's going to be a 18 stealth roll. So anybody with a passive perception below 18 does not know where she really is. But after you hit that fish costume with your water dragon harpoon, Nanimo, the little fish costume just kind of like flopped to the ground. There was nothing inside there after you dealt damage to the temporary hit points of that thing. So I'm going to reveal that she is actually, let's see, 1, 2, 3. Well, you know what? Oh, she has 40 actually, and she would probably have used the mobility of her puppet actually. I believe she would be able to get about here, and she is going to go for a wind style gale fist. As Nanimo, you see from the water next to Alroko, this massive, like it looks like a teddy bear with the head of an owl. It is like it's an owl bear, like Build-A-Bear. It is stitched together and patched together, and it has massive, like claws that look like they are made of actual, like maybe like broken off shuriken that have been like sharpened down and sewn into the suit. This thing is leering up at you, and it has currently wind surging around its big, pillowy, plushy paws as it is coating its little, little cushion hands in a thick, like feet thick layer of highly compressed but highly reactive wind release chakra. They cannot lose concentration of this jutsu as a result of damage, and for the duration of this jutsu as an action, on their turn, they can make a melee ninjutsu attack, dealing 1d10 plus ninjutsu ability modifier wind damage. And thankfully, they have reach +1 on their ninja, or their puppet tool because it's so big. So they are going to make a attack against Nanimo. This is rolled pretty heavy. This is 1d20 plus 7. Dirty 19 will hit Nanimo. So Nanimo, you are going to take...
I'm uncanny dodging.
I would also uncanny dodge this, friend. You're going to take 1d10 plus 6 wind chakra damage. Oh, she crit fails the 1d10. So you're taking 7 wind chakra damage.
Okay, that's actually super doable.
Boom, boom! As this little voice comes out of this massive, now soggy, plush creature bearing down on you.
Okay, that's really cool. Didn't know we had sea bears here.
Sea bear. And then she is going
We need a circle.
I believe in her turn, she's used everything else she has. It is now your turn once again, Mr. Jumbai.
Okay, kind of realizing I've left the team again. I've done the Nanimo thing.
You love it. It's your favorite thing to do.
It is, kind of remembering what happened last time he did this. He's going to do the smart thing, and he's going to start making his way back over to the team, but he'll do a drive-by. So he's going to so that's 20 feet. He's going to come here, and he's just going to throw... You said the disguise broke on Spider. Is anything about them like the fish costume, is anything about them screaming familiar to Nanimo? Because he is the closest.
You can roll... Nanimo, I will let you choose. Investigation or perception. I'll even give you advantage, actually.
Okay. I'll do perception. Oh wow, that is really bad.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It was actually a very doable DC.
13?
No, it's unfortunately not.
Yeah,
it was going to be definitely over a 15.
That's fine.
Literally, I wanted 16.
That is completely valid.
It was super doable. Especially since I feel like that's kind of your favorite Kesho. I'll give you.
Anyway,
I'll give you with your 16 that you can like view a little more of it, you might be coming to the same conclusion that Sheeny came to when he first saw that, which is like, oh shit, like I've read, like you just kind of read about it. Sheeny's probably seen like that. I've read about like puppet master abilities. I think that's puppet ninjutsu. Holy shit. I didn't know that was around here.
He's probably just geeking out about that. He's not paying too much attention. He's like, oh damn, I've never seen one of them.
Yeah. And
anyway,
that's a free action. I'm not taking an action or anything for that.
Yeah. Again, I'm gonna go punch this other one in the face. So Nanimo's just gonna run, kind of throw a left hook and hope it hits. Oh wow, that's really bad.
Nanimo fool, I've told you about your punches.
Shut up, fish. 18?
18. Oh, you definitely fucking hit with a fucking 18. Holy shit.
And then we agreed unarmed strikes are 1d4, right?
Unless you have anything that adds to it. Yeah, it's 1d4 plus your strength.
You let me do dexterity. Are we
still it's 1d4 plus your dex. It's 1d4 plus your dex.
Oh, thank fuck. Yeah, get hit for 7.
She's gonna go down to 20 HP.
Ah! Okay, I don't want to fight a bear, so... And then he's gonna start running. So he went 20, 30, 40, 70, 80, 90...
Big wimp.
90, 100.
I'm trying not to do the true voice for this character, because it's way too hyperactive for the time of day it is currently.
I just
unfortunately
don't want to abandon my team again.
I can't go for the full thing. Okay.
I get that completely. Normally being someone who plays at like 2, I completely understand trying not to go off.
It is now the character you just hit turn, the turn of Ao Roko. And you know what she's going to do? She's actually going to upcast Mobility Bind this time, so she can use it as a reaction. So, Nanimo, I'm going to need that charisma save from you again.
Would she have done it the moment I started running, so would I still be over here?
She would have used her reaction for it, so...
I thought she could only use that if I used a mobility-based jutsu.
It's not... Wait, let me read it again. When you see another creature casting a jutsu with a mobility... Yeah, okay.
So can I get away?
I think... Hold on. Let me just be...
No, completely fine.
If this jutsu is cast at B rank or higher, it can be cast as a reaction when you see another creature casting a jutsu with a mobility. Okay, yeah, no, you're good. Unless you use Blink. Okay, unless you decide to use Blink, you're good.
No, he's running because I need the running. I need to use that running speed to get over here.
Okay. Her thing will be used for that then.
When Nanimo gets to Hikari. Sorry about running off. Didn't really think about it. Kind of got excited. Probably need to stick together, right?
Instead, she's going to spend that 5 chakra, taking herself down to 15, to use a counter breeze. So she can reduce the... What was that, 9 damage you did to her?
Yeah.
She can reduce that by... excuse me. 2d8 plus 5. So she took no damage from that, actually.
Oh, damn it.
I don't think
awesome.
No, wait.
Yeah, no.
Was she at 27 beforehand? Was it 7? I think it was 7.
I only did 7 damage, okay, so...
Yeah. She just took no damage from that. It ate a decent bit of her chakra, though. And she...
that's good.
The spider is supposed to have less chakra as well. She's supposed to have 4 less chakra. Well, no, she's honestly used to have 14 less chakras. I'm going to knock her down to only 14 chakra. Speed is up a tiny bit. That will bring it to Ava again. So Ava, you can make a action or you can move. You cannot do both. You have no bonus action this turn.
Okay, Ava will just... I assume she'll pull on her gloves, pull out her bow and arrow, and just take aim at the bear prick who just hit her with that.
Hikari, remind me, are things caught in poison mist obscured? Creatures outside the mist cannot visually discern between creatures within it without special sense. You will have disadvantage on that shot, Ava.
Okay.
You could, unless that's just the range you can hit with here. You could go for another one.
I don't think I could hit either of the other two without also incurring disadvantage.
That's fair.
And
if it makes you feel better, he has to eat some damage or be like paralyzed like at the start of his turn if he doesn't pass the saving throw.
No, I could hit Ao Roko. She's at the very edge of my range, so I'll go for her if she's, not obscured.
I would go for, yeah, that's smart. She just used her reaction to reduce that damage from Nanimo. And if you can do it without rolling disadvantage, that seems like a smart move.
Yep, she's at the very edge of my range to hit, so here's hoping I get lucky. Oof, I'm taking a 13. Dang, in that case, I'll end my turn.
Yeah, she has... You
Those
just
being
barely
days
exactly,
end.
you like graze her. You graze her mask a little bit, and there's a tiny scratch like between one of the eyes, but that's about the best you get from that. And that will bring it to top of the turn order with Kumayan again. So he is going to roll a Constitution saving throw against Hikari's ninjutsu DC. So this is going to be a DC 14 Constitution saving throw. He has that nice 4 to it, and he gets that +2 because he is still coordinated. Oh, actually, no, he's not within 15 feet, so I'm actually going to take that away from him. He will only have the +4, so 1d20 +4. He is going to fail and become paralyzed. So I am going to put a little thing over.
I was tossing up between paralysis and sleeping, but then I thought, wait, if they fall asleep, they'll probably fall into the water.
Yeah, he's paralyzed. I'm actually thankfully on the thing to look at the different conditions, so I can peek real quick to see exactly. Is there a paralyzed condition in this game, or is it shocked in this game?
There's poisoned, flesh envenomed.
Yeah, I don't know if that's... We might need to go with petrified, honestly. Because I assume you're wanting like the kind of Pokemon sense of like... Yeah, it's probably stunned.
Yeah.
The best thing.
Stunned or shocked, I mean.
Stunned is shocked.
I know, stunned or shocked, I mean, there's the two of them.
Was on the right thing. You made me change it. Move. Shocked creature who takes a reaction takes 1d6 lightning damage for each rank it has. Once per turn, a shocked creature who takes a reaction to cast a jutsu must first make a DC 8 flat check on a failure. They double the cost of the jutsu for every rank of shock beyond the first. Increase the DC by +1 to a max of 12. A creature resistant to lightning damage makes their flat check.
Stunned probably would be better.
So there is a stun?
The stunned creature is incapacitated, can't move, and can speak only falteringly. The creature automatically fails strength and dexterity saving throws. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage.
Okay. Incapacitated.
Yep, that sounds a lot closer to what I imagine paralysis as being.
I'm going to have him fall in the water then, just to also give us something, and I'm going to have him take 1d4. It's not true drowning damage, but it's like a water damage. It's just going to be flat, so it's not going to be a ton. So he'll take 3 damage, and then I will... Incapacitated, can't move, and can't speak. Creature automatically fails strength and dexterity saving throws. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage. Okay, that doesn't mean you automatically fail Constitution saving throws. So I'm going to allow him to do one at the end of his turn. Wait, didn't he already? No, he already did it. Yeah, so that's just the end of his turn.
He is the start of his turn, yeah.
Okay, so back to Hikari.
Would Hikari have heard the splash of him going in the water?
Make a perception. Nanimo's in your ear being loud. Ava's Ava. And the bear thing is moving.
Perception is +5.
If you know what it is, honestly, just like use the dice roller and it's probably a little quicker.
Dirty 20.
Okay. Yeah, you know you fell.
Hikari is immediately going to go, oh, bugger, and start moving towards him because she's probably going to think that he's currently drowning right now.
Oh, make me 2 or no, I don't think the poison mist has a concentration check. I'm going to let you keep it on the field for another 2 turns at the very least. Make a concentration check for your typhoon trap.
Okay.
DC 14.
Huh.
That's gone.
Definitely not.
Okay, that's free open space. You doing
okay.
I
guess so.
I don't think you actually took an action though.
That is -3 for the body flicker, and Hikari is going to move towards him.
Okie dokie. You are free to do so.
And I think that's close enough. Can she dive under the water to grab him and pull him back out?
No, that would still take a movement. I think you just ate all your movement to even get there. 1, 2, 3, 4,
If I were still
You can't
down
get
here,
that-
I
I don't think you
could
can get
go
that
like
far.
that.
I don't think you can get that far. If they're 10-foot blocks, you can go 1, 2, 3. So you'd be about here. Or no, you body flick. You body flick. I'm sorry. So 1, 2,
Yeah.
3, 4, 5. Okay, no, you can. Yeah, you can do that. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. You did body flick.
Yeah.
You literally told me.
So, would I need to move to this one or to this one?
No, you have no more movement. You can only stay on the water right there.
Okay.
You would have body flicker is a bonus action, so you have an action left.
Just trying to see if there's any.
Also, you can't see
Wait a
that,
minute.
that mist, by the way, so you don't even know exactly.
Wait a minute. Still have my stiletto daggers. Can I use the chakra thread with those as like a lasso in order to loop around his waist and pull him up?
I'll call it an attack, and you have to make it with disadvantage because you can't see through that mist you made.
Okay.
Oh, it's actually stacked disadvantage because he's also under the water. So, roll twice, take the lower, subtract 2, plus your attack to hit with the dagger, with the spear. So plus 4.
Okay, 1 second. And yep, that's plus 4. You said it would be -2, correct?
Yeah, you'll roll twice. You'll take away 2 from the lower roll after you.
Then that would be a total of +2.
Yeah,
So.
plus 2. You are going
That's
to
a
miss.
5.
You're fishing it.
Bugger.
Sorry. That will be the end of your turn as well, I believe.
Yep.
Okay, that's going to bring it to Kumonka. And they are going to... Let's see here. Ooh, I think they can do this. They have 40 feet of movement plus the 10 feet for the puppet. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All for the measure. Here. We're going to come here. And then within 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 60 feet of range of them, they are going to activate a Genjutsu. The Toys of Darkness Genjutsu. Using an action, you weave chakra, creating animated illusions of creatures of shadow within range, causing it to attack. As a bonus action, when you cast this jutsu, or as a bonus action, you cast this as a bonus action, or subsequent turns, while you maintain concentration, command the shadow to attack. Make a melee genjutsu attack against a target creature. On a hit, you deal 2d10 psychic damage, and they must make a intelligence saving throw, being dazed until the start of your next turn. Okay, so this is going to eat up both her action and her bonus action, but she is going to cast this genjutsu on you, Hikari, and you basically see a real kind of like version of her little owl bear. Actually, no, I think Roll20 actually has assets you can use, and I think an owl bear is one. So I'm literally just gonna throw an owl bear on here as the little boom. So this little illusion is going to use a bonus action to make a genjutsu attack roll. So it is going to roll with her thing 1d20 or plus 6. Boop. Crit fails. How to do a crit fail here? I'm going to say it will, like Hikari sees it, and you end the poison, like you kind of disperse the poison mist around the bear mask boy, so you can now see where he is under the water. Well, no, I think that's actually too helpful to them. I'm not going to do that. I think that's too helpful to, because that was still
maybe it reveals itself as a genjutsu, so Hikari can just tell it's a genjutsu and stop worrying about it.
I don't think it causes any like fear conditions or anything like that. It could like cause daze if they fail the intelligence save when they make the hit. So I'm not sure if that's a beneficial enough thing for the opponent with the crit. I'm just gonna have it. It's supposed to eat up 5 chakra normally. I'm gonna have it eat up 7 chakra and drop her down to 7, as she's struggling a little bit to like keep it focused and have it not reveal itself after that, or like keep it like maintained. Yeah, I'll count that as like her needing to make the concentration check kind of early to do that. So she will go ahead and roll that now. 1d20 plus 3 plus 2, so d20 plus 5. She'll just pass it. So that's going to stay on the field. And that will be the end of the spider's turn. Back to Nanimo. He's muted.
Yes, he really
I didn't
is.
see this kid. I didn't see this kid drown, did I?
I mean, unless you weren't paying. Well, no, you didn't. Yeah, he's obscured.
Right, then there's no reason for me. Oh, I mean, there's a bear there, but I know that's the bear coordinator. I'll deal with the bear coordinator. You're doing great, Hikari.
You can't see
Nano-
the owl bear because it's cast on Hikari, I will say.
Even better. I won't. I'll just go deal with one of the other kids. Oh, for God's sake.
Well, no. Everybody can see it. I'll say everybody can see it.
No. That wasn't what I was saying it to. I'm just. Ava shot about. No, I can engage. Ava's in the fight at this range.
Her day's condition is over, so yeah, she can do one.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. No. Does Ava look like she's going to go for another shot, or does she look like she's going to advance next turn? Is what I'll ask.
She's gonna do both. She's still got her bow out. She's probably already fingers on the next
Okay.
arrow. She's gonna advance to get a bit close to get a cleaner shot, and she's gonna shoot again.
Nanimo can kind of interpret she doesn't want to get any closer than how she wants. So he's going to bonus action dash, which will give him 300 feet of movement.
Jesus, I
Yes.
regret my actions.
Then he is going to convert that movement into a teleport, and he is going to just kind of poof out of existence and reappear behind Houdini over here. And he is going to use a taijutsu attack.
Oh my.
So Nanimo appears behind, and I have a question. Would this technically be like a sneak attack? Because would they expect Nanimo to move or appear behind them all of a sudden?
Roll me a stealth check contested by their passive perception.
Okay. Natural 20.
Yes, I'll give you sneak.
Nice.
Sweet. Okay, so Nanimo appears behind this person, and he shouts out, "Sudden heal, interception, nullifying imbalance."
If you're fucking shouting.
Well, no, but
I'm joking. I'm joking. It's shown.
Yeah.
It's shown. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's shown. He's got to shout it out. He'll sweep at this
So-
person's legs.
Did you just do Sheeny?
Yes, I did. It's 15 to hit.
15 just barely hits. Roll
Sweet.
your damage.
Okay. So first, I need them to do a dexterity saving throw as well. If they fail, they'll go prone.
Saving throw.
And I have to double check I'm doing this correctly.
1d20 plus 3. That's a 19.
Okay, they pass. They will be taking. Just double checking I'm reading this correct. Is the target is not prone? Right, is that? Oh no, they might not take any damage. Oh no, this is bad. No, because they succeeded, they don't take damage, I believe. So Nanimo,
Damn, that's rough, buddy.
that's rough. Yeah, that would have been hype.
Did you blink there?
Yeah, I blinked there.
She's gonna go ahead and mobility bind your ass, buddy. She's
no.
using that reaction. Yeah. Increase
Would
the
it?
cost. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah. No, I was gonna say, would I be in a range to stop that? Because you're right.
It's
Yeah,
30.
yeah.
It's actually 30 feet of range. You don't even need to be melee. I didn't
know if it was when I didn't know if it was when I initiated it or when I. That's what I was asking.
Yeah,
I
it's when she uses her reaction as like in reaction to seeing a jutsu with a mobility component, and technically a blink is a jutsu with mobility component. So I do think this counts for it. So
no, I'll agree 100%. That makes sense.
I need you to make a DC 15 dexterity, or excuse me, charisma saving throw.
Charisma 6.
Buddy, your mobility is bound. You are restrained for the duration. She can keep concentration up, and you are going to gain 1 rank of sealed. So restrained creature's speed becomes 0, so no more blink, and it cannot benefit from any bonus to its speed. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage. The creature has disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. And then sealed. I don't know what sealed is in this game. This is actually, it's been so long since we've had a combat. I wanted this to go a little quicker than it's going, but I mean, combats are good for us, guys.
Yeah.
Yep.
We need to learn the game more. And I will go ahead and reveal this out of Sealed. Sealed creature has its chakra pathways inhibited, increasing the chakra cost to maintain concentration on ninjutsu and genjutsu by +2 for each rank it has. A sealed creature increases the base chakra cost of its ninjutsu and genjutsu by +2 for each rank it has. A sealed creature suffers -1 penalty to all of their ninjutsu and genjutsu save DCs for each rank it has. A creature can spend its action to make a DC 15 ninju or illusion check to remove 1 rank of this condition. For every +5 the result is over the DC, they remove an additional rank of sealed. Okay, buddy. That's not good for you.
Ooh.
We'll be fine.
That eats up the little like buff you were getting from being on the water, so you will not be able to reduce your chakra cost from using water ninjutsu anymore. So taijutsu is probably a smart thing to use.
Yeah, okay. Well, I tried it. Shini, your jutsu sucks that I made for you.
You fucked around and you found out. I don't remember Shini ever teaching me that. I don't know what that is.
No, he didn't. Nanimo just named it after him because he wanted to name something after
I thought you were naming the water, the human torpedo after him.
No, you said no. So I have.
No, I said you could do it. I said you could do it because you stroked my ego.
No, it's too late. We've moved on. We've moved on.
I guess we moved on. Fuck.
We've moved away from this too late,
buddy. Buddy, you are down. I believe that's the end of your turn because you can't do much else, and it is her turn. Attacks against you have advantage.
Oh, good.
She does need to keep a concentration check at the end of her turn, though. I'm trying to see what she would probably do. A lot of her stuff is, you're kind of lucky. A lot of her stuff is
ranged.
Is ranged. However, she does have a little something. It is a net. She can weave with wires and little chakra threads a net. So she is going to throw her net at you. You are in range. You have a disadvantage, or yeah, she has advantage to hit. So she is going to roll 1d20 plus 2 times. That dirty 19 is going to hit you, I believe. So Nanimo, you are going to take 5 damage, and you are also now grappled.
Oh, come on. Help. I'm in a net.
Oh, there's no helping this, baby boy. You're caught. And that will be the end of her turn, bringing it to... you know what?
Me.
You know what? Hold on. She's going to make... While he's down here, she's just going to make a little... She's going to crit on that, so... Nanimo will take another 7 damage. He's going to stomp on you.
Oh.
What the hell?
This is for not protecting Hikari!
You are protecting Hikari all the time.
I never see it. And she's just kind of like stomping on your head.
What?
You're nearly bloodied, Nanimo. Ava is nearly bloodied. Hikari is almost bloodied. So
What happened to Ava?
They got hit with that
I
Stormhawk.
got hit by a big bird.
That Stormhawk. Yeah,
Wind just exploded on me.
That's why the bear mask barely has any chakra left. Because he used Zephyr Strike and used that Stormhawk. Okay. It is Ava's turn.
Well, Ava's, as said, she's just going to move on up onto the bridge. She's got her arrow knocked, and she's going to yell out to Nanimo, "Heads up, moron!" And she's going to fire.
Are you going to try and free him?
She was going to try. She was going to try and hit, the owl girl, figuring that might break her concentration. But fuck it. If you'll allow me to aim for the net, I will try and free him.
A lot of their stuff does not break when they take damage for concentration, so I do want to check. I think that will break her mobility bind, so that's also smart. Ava wouldn't know that, but he'll still be grappled.
Yeah, I just figured. I figured the idea that just if you hit someone weaving chakra, they'll be distracted by an arrow in their back.
I just want to check because a lot of their stuff does not break when they take damage, just because I think that's actually just one of the most of wind, actually.
Fuck. I just cannot roll well today. Fuck it, I'm going to use one of my Will of Waves if you'll let me, to having a reroll.
I think I actually meant to give you guys some more recently, but I can't remember what you've done. That was like out like to the detriment of your character recently. So yeah, you go ahead and use it for the reroll.
Yeah, just because I haven't hit anything this game. Fuck.
That's devastating,
Jesus.
friend. I'm so sorry. I know
That is.
how this feels. I know how this feels. Listen, I'm sure
It's one of
training.
those
I'm sure
days.
training. I'm sure training will go better. This fight is not about to last all too much longer. It is back to
Can only hope.
Ion's turn. I am actually going to give him a stack of advantage on this concentration check. So he's going to get a +2 plus his Constitution. So it's +4. So that's 6. And then another +2 from coordination. So he's rolling with a +8 on this. I'm giving him the stack of advantage because he's like fallen into the water. So I feel like that kind of like would wash off the paralysis poison. So,
Well, sort of. It's more something you breathe in.
okay. He rolls a 14 with advantage. He would have crit failed had he not had the advantage. So that breaks it off rip. So I'm going to go in and delete the thing here. I'm also not going to give him any issues moving out of the mist since he's like under it currently. So I'm actually going to let him roll a free. I'll also give him advantage on this, but it'll just be a regular advantage. A free stealth roll while he's under the water. Hikari, your passive is below a 16. So he is going to roll to hit you with advantage. Let's see what he's going to use. Kumayan, you are going to go for a... Nah, I think he's just going to burst out of the water with a taijutsu. So he's going to use an action, spend 4 of his chakra, go down 2 for chakra. And he is going to use a butterfly kick on you. So he jumps and performs a series of kicks that keep him suspended in the air while performing these kicks and creates an image of a butterfly's wing. He's not doing that part. Making a melee taijutsu attack against all creatures of your choice with Jason. Unarmed strike plus 2d4, forcing all creatures you hit to make a strength saving throw, gaining 1 rank of concussed on a failed save. Okay, so he's going to roll twice with a +5 to hit. So 2d20 plus 5. Thankfully, he's missing both times, Hikari. So he kind of appears from this side of you, goes for 2, like, kind of bicycle kicks, and you are weaving, past them very well. He kind of like bursts out of the water in an area you weren't thinking of. But now, unfortunately, you are kind of pincered down between your own poison mist, which will last at least 1 more round, the Genjutsu Owlbear, and the Bear Mask Boy. That is... Does he need to hit for this? As a bonus action, select 1 ninjutsu that requires an attack roll. Has a casting of 1 action. No, he can't use that. Okay. That'll be the end of the Bear Mask Boy's turn, bringing it to Hikari's turn. But you are kind of in rough shape right now.
Let me think.
Would you like, maybe some... Oh, no.
I am going to use Graceful Cat. So, that is -4. So now not only is my movement increased, but my dexterity and wisdom are as well. Well, I don't suffer full damage. I gain +2 to my perception, and I gain a +10 bonus to movement speed.
So you gain like another 30 movement speed in total? Plus 20, plus 2. When you would cast a...
Yeah.
Oh, you cast a taijutsu, you gain. So you can cast another taijutsu with a bonus action. You would gain another 10 feet. That's what that's saying. So you just have another 20 feet.
And she is then going to follow it up. That is 1 action.
Yeah, that ate an action.
Oh, I get another action? Okay, I thought I had 1 action, 1 bonus action.
You have... I mean... You could take a light action attack, which, I mean, your stiletto daggers have light property. I've allowed you to have those with that.
Okay. Then she is going to use her stiletto daggers to try and tie him up with the chakra wire.
Okay, make a melee attack, and then you're going to give me a contested strength. Well, I'll allow you to make it a intelligence save against his strength.
Okay. So, first the melee attack. Ooh, dirty 22.
Dirty 22 will hit. So now you're going to roll Roll damage first, actually, so you can do it.
Okay, damage is 1d6 plus 2.
Mm-hmm.
5!
Okay, he'll take 5 damage and go down to 25 HP. And then roll me an intelligence saving throw. So D20.
That was a crit!
5.
Nice.
He shouldn't be able to pass this then. No, he can't pass that. Okay. You will grapple him. Are you doing anything else?
Okay. Nice.
Anything else?
Actually, since Hikari is so close now, I'm going to do a perception check.
What are you looking for?
Just to see if anything about this person twigs any neurons of, I know this person.
You have double stack disadvantage. Roll twice, take the lower, subtract 4. You can do an investigation roll.
You said stacked disadvantage?
Double stacked. You're taking away 4 from the lower roll.
Okay, so that is 2d20 plus 2. Oh, I had a crit, but the lower is a 2, so that's a total of 4.
You have no idea who this is. That is the end of your turn, Hikari.
Yep.
It is Kumonka's turn. She's using her bonus action to have her bear attack you. It is flank. Well, it would be flanking with an enemy if he wasn't grappled, but I feel like you are kind of distracted, so I do kind of feel like it needs a little bit of a bonus to hit. So it's going to make another Genjutsu melee attack against you. And if it hits, it is dealing 2d10 psychic. Okay. D20 plus 8. Did it roll that? No, I didn't. D20 plus 8. Okay. Dirty 25 will definitely hit. So that's 2d10 psychic. Hikari, that is another 14 damage on you. 32 minus 14. So you're down to 18. Hikari, you are bloodied.
Yes, I think we're all bloody or near thereabouts.
Getting very close. And since you are, in fact, bloodied, I believe Kumonka would use her action that turn to... She is going to throw through her bear some shuriken. So she's going to roll 2d20. These actually are not her strongest. Oh, these are actually going to hit even without her shitty mods. I'm going to actually allow her to just free the bear mask boy with that. So your grapple condition will end before his turn is back. She would have thrown at Ava to get her truly below, but that seemed more important. So Nanimo, it is going to come back to you. You are still sealed. So
the poison cloud is dispelled now?
Yes, your poison cloud is also dispelled, sorry. You're still sealed, Nanimo. Your strain condition is over. You are grappled by a net, though. So you will need to make a strength saving throw.
So I'm just grappled currently.
Yeah, you're just grappled. But you don't have disadvantage on the strength saving throw anymore.
Oh, that's good.
DC 15 strength saving throw.
Not particularly great. It's alright, actually.
You passed.
21. I definitely beat it. Okay, sweet.
Okay. You slip yourself
Phew.
out of that net.
Good job, Nanimo fool. I didn't have to teach you how to do that. Usually some fish get caught in that shit, and that's game for us.
Yeah, sorry, I hope you didn't lose any friends to a fishing net before.
Oh,
Kind of
tons.
concentrating on a fight right now, Marlin.
Tons. It was probably your friends who did it. Anyway.
We don't... Nanimo ignoring the fish in his
No,
chat.
just continue your turn, buddy. I'm sorry, yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. Wait, Kumonka needed to roll a Constitution save to see if she kept her Genjutsu bear, her Genjutsu owl bear, on the thingy. Okay. D20 plus 15. It is gone. She will lose concentration of that jutsu. Okay. Continue your turn. I'm sorry.
I know, it's fine. It gave me a chance to think. I know you haven't taken any damage. I know the spider has. Let's do something about that. What do I do about that? Nanimo is going to, kind of just still picking himself up from the floor, run through the hand seals for the human torpedo.
Oh yeah, wait. I feel like you would have to use your movement for that. I'm going to take 10 feet of your movement for that. I'm going to say. I'm not going to take an action.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, I think that's the fair.
Okay, that's fine.
Just 10 feet of your movement.
I will.
Okay.
He's going to roll human torpedo on his opponent. D20. I rolled 2. Do I just take the 19 because that's the one I roll first, or do you want me to roll again?
I feel like saying the 19 is first because it's on the left is kind of like, is it?
Yeah. I'll roll again. I'll roll again. I was not against rolling again. 14 doesn't hit, does it?
I don't think a 14 will hit. I think she's gonna weave out of the way just barely as you're.
Oh my god!
You're like getting on your knee and you try and like slickly like aqua jet at her and like shoulder barge her and she just barely like dips out of the way and like gets on your side here.
Oh, this.
You have
Getting slightly.
You got some light action attacks. You can go for like a little mini like taijutsu hit if you wanted to, or pull out a Tanto blade and go for one of those.
I know these are Shini students. I don't want to just start stabbing them.
You don't know how to use the backs of them?
Which is why
I guess he only taught Rowan or Hikari how to use the blunt ends for weapons.
Yeah. Nanimo is just going to throw a punch. Yeah, Nanimo's just going to throw a punch.
Hey man, just keep punching Hikari's little sister in the face. It's fine.
Hey, if it's not broken.
I think you're
Plus, he doesn't know it's her little. That's her little sister.
I think that's a dirty 16 you're hitting.
I think it's higher than a dirty 16, but I'm still hitting.
Yeah, you're hitting. Okay, so roll me 1d4.
Oh,
plus
7. I keep pressing the 2.
She finally took that 7 damage. She's using her reaction again to reduce that with a counter breeze, I think. So that's going to be another 5 chakra and her reaction to reduce that by 2d8 plus 5. So she's taking no damage again, but reducing.
God damn it!
To 10 chakra.
I'm hitting this child once successfully.
How do you think I feel?
Yeah, this is rough for you guys. Okay, Nanimo, you doing anything else?
She used her reaction. I mean, so I've lost 10 feet of movement. I've gained 5 from human torpedo, so that doesn't really matter. So 20, that's 40. So 80. I can do that. I've got plenty of movement left over. So I'm now just flanking with Hikari.
Okay.
That's all I'll do. And because I attack, no one can take an opportunity attack on me.
No op attacks.
Yep. So I'm now over here just providing a flanking bonus.
Let's see. I need to do some math. 57 divided by 2. Nanimo, you're not truly bloodied yet. Ava is
I'm
truly bloodied yet. So I'm going to make a charisma. I'm going to make a group charisma save. D20 plus 5. If they get above a certain number, they will probably. They're gonna keep fighting you guys. They think they can probably like go a little further. So Nanimo, is that at the end of your turn?
Yeah, I can't do anything else.
Okay. In that case, I believe Al Roko is going to use her 3 feet of movement to get about diagonal with the spider mask girl. And she is going to go for a... Yeah, she can use this. This is the line, yes! This is the wind style Great Breach. You release a swirling vortex of air in front of you, compress the air until the pressure explodes forward like a cannon in a straight line. Creatures in a 5-foot wide, 60-foot line must make a strength saving throw. Creatures take 4d10 wind damage and are thrown backwards 30 feet away and are dazed and prone on failed save. On a success, they take half damage and no further effects. Okay, wait, does she have the... She just has the chakra for this shit. She will be left on 1 chakra. But Nanimo, I need that strength saving throw from you, buddy.
Okay! Yay! 19.
You will pass. So you are only going to take the 4... Wait, does it take... You take the full damage or do you have the damage? On a success, they take half damage. Okay, on a success, you take half damage. So 40-10 plus 5.
I'm going to uncanny dodge this as well. I'm going to bring this even further down.
So, 27 divided by 2. Sorry, 27 divided by 2. 13 divided by 2. So just a little 6 damage. A little 6 damage for you, Nanimo.
Oh.
But that was a ton of wind chakra you just felt pumped into your back. And then along with that, she threw a sin bone at you. So that's another... she's going to hit for that. So that's... another 7 damage on you, Nanimo.
God damn.
As there's a little sin bone like sticking out of your shoulder.
I wish I could hit this often.
Let's see. 57 divided by 2. Finally, okay, that is a bloodied Nanimo. Next,
I'm below half.
Turn order is Miss Ava Rice.
I think Ava's going to advance a bit closer. And then honestly, at this point, she's going to go, fuck it, stow her bow, get out her old faithful coins, to make sure that I can hit them both. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Yep, 60. Super. Eva's going to pull out her coins and just yell out to the two girls. Last time I used this on bugs, they fucking died. Let's see how you worms do. Now she's going to use a Falling Heaven Rain. So they both need to make a con saving throw.
Let me check one thing very, very quickly.
She's hitting both Rinka. Oh, sorry. Whoop, fuck. Was it Spiderka?
Gumonka.
Gumonka, thank you. Gumonka and Alroko. They both need to make a con saving throw.
Okay, I'll just make the con save zone. Roll the 2d20 and I'll check.
DC 16.
I was 2d12, 2d20. I think they're both failing.
Well, in that case, they both take 1d10 damage and each get a rank of bloodied.
Bleeding.
Yeah, bleeding. It's 1d10. Let me just double check. Oh, weapon damage, so 1d4 plus 1d10. Let's see what it can do. Plus. This will be an interesting one. It may not actually work. Oh, God, freaking damn it.
Lord.
Okay,
Crit failed on both. This is not my night. So they each take 3 damage and take one level of bleeding each.
I'll give you the bleed damage on them now. So just roll 1d4 extra for both.
Thank you. God, that is
Listen,
painful.
I understand a bad night. I understand wanting to see your numbers be higher than they are and just not getting it. Okay. 21
6 damage
for
each.
Alroko and 18 for Kumonko. So very close to a bloodied Kumonko. You're like tearing more and more into the fabric of her flesh, or not flesh mech. That's what Attack on Titan is. Her flesh mech. Are you doing anything else with your turn, Miss Rice?
I do have a bonus action, so
got a bonus action.
I will just use one individual coin and go for Kumonka, because she's the only one I believe in range of just a straight, throw. Does a 13 breach her AC?
A 13 will not breach her AC, unfortunately.
Dang.
Okay.
At least I did something this turn.
Listen, you did something this turn. I need to check something, Mr. Keshor.
The good news is they've all got to nearly be out of chakra.
Yeah, not too. When you make a melee attack against a creature, you do not provoke that.
That reminds me.
From that creature for the rest of that turn. Okay, in that case, he's going to use his light action attack to roll at Nanimo. He does not need to hit this. He just needs to make the attack. That's going to hit. So Nanimo, you're going to take 1d4 plus 2. So take another 4 taijutsu damage. And then he is going to jump, open the wings of his wingsuit, and glide over your head above 10 feet. Hikari, he did not attack you, so you may make an attack of opportunity against the Bear Mask Boy using your reaction.
Okay, in that case, Hikari is going to use the Sting Needle.
You can't use a jutsu. You can make a melee attack against.
Oh, then in
Unless
that
it's
case,
like
she's going to throw a Senbone coated
You can't do that either.
Paralysis
you
poison.
can't do that either. Yeah, that'd be like that'd be too much. Also throwing something.
Just throw a Senbone then.
Well, I don't know if you can make range attacks for attacks of opportunity. I think you need to.
I think it has to be a melee.
It has to be a melee.
Attack
Yeah.
for
It has to be a melee.
attack.
Okay.
Also,
Then why did you say? Tell me to do it.
Well, because of attacks of opportunity are always with melee. If it was because if you took an attack of opportunity with range, you'd be doing it at disadvantage anyway because you'd be in melee range, or they'd be leaving your melee range, so you would like be making the attack with them still like in the 5 feet that incur the disadvantage. But I'm saying like you could do like a little taijutsu attack or just like stab him with the Senbone. You don't have to like actually throw them.
Just shank him on the way out.
If you don't want to take the attack of opportunity, you don't have to though.
Actually, can I take the attack of opportunity in order to rip one of his gliders?
I would make it a disadvantaged.
Maybe a cold shot?
It's a cold shot, and then it's going to be a contested sleight of hand roll, I'm going to say. Because it's like
Okay.
you're disabling it would be like him hitting you and then disabling your poisons. Like I would make him like have to like steal them off your like person or something like that. He wouldn't be able to hit you and do it.
So 1d20 plus my sleight of... 2d20s plus my sleight of hand at disadvantage?
Make the melee attack first, and then you're going to do a contested sleight of hand
Okay.
roll. So he'll roll sleight of hand, you'll roll sleight of hand.
So my melee is just general melee? So plus 4?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, this combat is going so much further than I thought it would go. Why'd you roll 2?
You said to do it at disadvantage.
Did I say to do it at disadvantage? I'm sorry.
Yes.
You missed. I'm sorry. He's moving here and he's shooting Ava. I'm ending the combat. Sorry, guys. We're moving very slow on shit that I thought we'd be moving quicker on. He's going to use... Oh shit, he's nearly out of chakra any goddamn way. He is just going to use his bonus action and actual action attack to throw kunai at Ava. So he's going to roll 2d20. This is not advantage. 2d20 plus 5. He's only going to hit, but that's 17. So Ava, you're going to take another 1d4 plus 2 for 5 damage, leaving you in a bloody state. As that occurred, he, as the apparent leader of this team, will say, "Skull Squad, mission accomplished, move out!" And they are going to disengage from you guys and disappear off the map. Unless you would like to give
Fuck
chase.
you, you bastard.
Do you want to give
Ava
chase?
will be flipping them. Oh, no, not at all. Ava's just flipping them off as they go.
Nanimo, do you want to give chase?
Don't tempt me. Don't feed my bad habits. Nanimo will kind of give a course. Yeah, he will give a glance over to Hikari. He's like a
Hikari is
dog
going to
looking for permission.
glare at him in that very disappointed parent way that just says, "Do not even think about it."
Yeah, then Nanimo just falls on his ass and sits down.
Okay, they will
Ugh,
disappear from your immediate sight.
bunch of assholes.
Fuck them.
Hey,
What?
that one was really quick though. He
Yell
was
at
cool.
Sheedy when we see him again. And I've got
Oh, I will.
a hunch that he's the one that put them up to that.
You
I
know,
put money on it.
Certainly.
honestly, he'd probably be about here. He'd probably appear about there, just very quietly. I'm gonna roll a d20 plus. Yeah, you guys don't know he's there initially. You have to like look for him still, but if you're paying attention, you know he's on the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just waiting for you guys to speak a bit too out of pocket about him while you think he's not there.
God, that did
they're
not
like,
go our way.
No, how that gets so fucking bad.
We must be hella rusty.
Maybe teaching these fucking brats. Haven't been focusing on ourselves enough.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to speak to someone about getting training up a bit more. That was awful. They started 2
Certainly
weeks
could
ago.
have gone better.
I mean, we don't know who they are. Like, I thought they were black ghosts, and I'll be honest, I'm still not convinced they aren't black ghosts, so we might have been fighting a semi-Sheeny level threat.
I mean, they bled though. Like, I feel like I would have, when I hit that dragon harpoon, it would have disrupted a black ghost, surely.
They weren't
Hikari's
even-
going to nod. As far as we know, the black ghosts don't bleed. They just poof. So, doesn't really measure up to the assumption.
Bro. But they weren't in our class, so either they started very recently or they're imports of some sort. Because
Oh, do you think they're from the Leaf?
maybe the Sheeny's way of showing that our academy sucks by... Because he was always talking shit about it, and he's right. Fuck the academy and fuck Carp. But...
Hikari actually
maybe-
does giggle at that.
Ding,
He did
ding,
bring in
ding.
some
You're
late
half right and half wrong.
Oh,
Well, at least you're keeping up the habits of not fighting with your new students either, Sheeny.
What data would I have gotten from that would have been beneficial to me had I interfered?
Hikari's
Good
just
question.
has got a hand pressed to her chest, breathing hard, because Sheeny really just gave her a heart attack just then.
Well, that was certainly a performance from you three.
ugh.
Yeah. So, half right, half wrong. What half was right, what half was wrong?
They're homegrown wave students. I am using them to test you guys. How far I've gotten with you, though.
They're a bit closer to blank slates, so it's been a lot easier to mold them in my image. No mouthing off about not liking No mouthing off about not liking my training. Or endlessly asking me for new jutsu when you haven't finished the first jutsu. Or being too soft when I tell you to follow through on things.
So yeah, it just seems like a smudge.
I think we're all kind of chastened. Yeah, we all seem kind of chastened by that, I think.
By this point, I gotta express all of you to stand in front of him.
Yeah.
Well, I think...
hey, that puppet master was cool.
Yeah, she's pretty talented. Probably in the blood.
It is where talent tends to reside.
Nope, not usually.
No, it doesn't.
Well, anyway,
Why does that sound like a jab at someone?
If anything, it'd be a jab at me. I'm the one who, like, has Nara blood and fucking Kaguya blood. Some people would say I'm like a Deus Ex Machina, like Shinigami, like Soul Reaper, like Goku, Naruto ninja.
Who's a Goku?
I don't know.
I think, wasn't that the
Actually, excuse me. That's, I believe that's the fable name of the Four Tails.
Oh, damn, that's cool.
Yeah.
Huh.
Anyway, kids.
Are we doing missions, or are you just gonna scold us?
Do you want to do D ranks after that ass whooping, or do you want to go sulk and think about what happened today?
Sulk.
Of course.
Yeah, sulking sounds okay. I was more so thinking of going to make sure my students can kick your students' ass.
That'd be a better use of your time.
I can do both.
Hikari is going to look like she's weighing up options. She has no intention of just sulking, because just sulking does nothing, but she looks like she's considering what she is going to do after all of this, and what would be the best use of her time before she has to go check on her tutoring students.
Okay. I want you guys to hear something before I go. I made a deal with those brats. If they can do well enough in this test, I'm dumping you guys to Squad 0.
What?
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 No, fuck that.
Yeah. What the fuck, Shaney?
You all think it's sweet out here. You think it's sunshine and rainbows and birthday cakes and me kissing your boo-boos and acting like a big brother, but that's not what this is. You're soldiers. I need soldiers. If they want to be better and more disciplined soldiers than you, then they're the ones I'll use.
You can't do that, though. We've trained hard. We've got loads better.
You have. Don't mistake this for cruelty. I don't want to dump you like some faulty kunai. You're my mission. Your lives are my missions. So, if I feel you're not up to snuff, it's my job not to use you. A blunt knife is more dangerous than a sharp one, Nanimo.
It's what you said on day one, wasn't it? You didn't need the three of us, you just needed 3 Genin.
Yes, ma'am.
Well,
Make you mad?
I guess nothing's changed. I think Ava's expression would say yes, even if she doesn't.
Good.
She's probably got very tense jaw.
Prove me wrong.
Honestly, it's probably...
Make me eat
It's probably
shit.
hurting.
If that hurts you, then use that. The ninja world is not gonna keep being nice to you guys. It wouldn't be any nicer to those kids than it would be to you. And that's what this was about. We'll have a lesson next time. See you guys.
Bye, Sensei.
And he will dismiss you guys. You don't have to do D ranks if you don't want to, but listen, maybe give you the chance to go and maybe collect a few to do on your own if you want to try that.
Fuck that. A load of shit.
We've always known we're expendable. He's just reminding us of the deal. Though he was right on one thing. We should make him eat shit. Make those masked fucks eat shit. How are your students coming along? She's addressing both of them at this point.
Okay.
I finished teaching them each 3 jutsu, which means that I'm 3/4 done teaching them and the required amount. After I teach the last one, and they require the jutsus, it's just a matter of getting them to work together properly.
Nanimo?
They're doing okay. I need to teach 2 of them 2 more jutsus to qualify the jutsu section, and Katsumi needs to learn 1 more. I was actually planning on putting them on D ranked missions this week to build teamwork. What about yours?
Mine are a mixed bag. You know, Anzen's doing really well. Yuno's doing quite well, but Miggy, he's either the most ahead or the most behind. I haven't quite figured it out yet, because he's building fundamentals. I'm hoping it'll lead to a big burst of genius now that we lead up to the end.
Great. For him. Yeah, we need to make sure they kick Shinny's ass, and we need to make sure next time something like that happens, we can kick their ass. What are your guys' plans until, we need to go train the students?
I was just gonna go find them, start training now, start training harder, start training faster.
Seems like we had the same idea.
I'm gonna go do a bit more specialised training for myself, and then I'll go see my students. But before you go, Ava, can I actually ask you a favour?
What?
The healing palms jutsu, you know it, right? Or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
A basic healing jutsu.
Yeah, I have basic healing, I can do healing palm.
If you could write it down for me? I don't know any medical nin, and I think one of my team should know at least a medical release. So if I can teach one of them it, I'll give you some money, or I'll write down a jutsu you're interested in. I'm really not bothered.
I know. I'll figure out something later. And you can pay me back. Also, this might help you. She'll hand him the bingo book. This is a loan. It's still mine. Got it?
Nanimo face goes from a frown to a small smile. Got it.
Good. You owe me big for that.
I know. I'm sure you'll cash it in.
Naturally. Oh, and Hikari.
Yeah?
Your gloves were great. They made gripping so much easier without the recoil. Thank you.
Wow, time to mention
Hikari's going to smile. You're welcome.
I'm sorry. That's an asshole move.
What?
Ignore me completely.
Nanimo force it if it makes you feel any better, plus.
I put that down to Ava still being a bit afraid of the bow.
That's fair.
Yes, her own aim was off. At least that's what she's putting it down to. No fault of Hikari's. Alright then. Can Ava write down the basic notes of how to do healing palm?
Yeah, you can do that really easily as a free action. I won't make a roll with that. You know the jutsu.
Just write down a notebook, fold it up, give it to Nanimo. Just tell me you're not teaching Giardia to use this.
No, I'm planning on teaching Manta it. He's pretty much my star's pupil at the minute. So, and he's a medical nin, so I thought I'd teach him this.
That makes sense. His mother is a fucked kind of doctor.
I know nothing of his mother. I hardly know the dude, but he's performing quite well.
Avoid her, I hate her.
I think there's more people in this village you hate than like, Ava.
Yes. What's your point?
Nothing.
She's giving him like a very unimpressed, narrowed eyes.
Okay.
Like, I can still take that paper back.
Okay. Is Nanimo giving you anything back in return for that? Or do I need to move you guys to your next destination?
A favor to cash in down the line.
Gotcha. In which case, I will move you all to your usual training spot. Consider yourselves fully healed for the moment. Maybe Ava,
Thank God.
restored you. Fully healed, full chocolate.
Yeah, I'm putting that on Shinny's tab.
You had time for a short rest. You don't have to roll the chakra die and all that kind of stuff. I'll restore all your people on this page to full things and all that kind of stuff.
What hell have we entered? There's 2 Himoracles.
Oh yeah, one
One
represents
represents Harumi.
Yeah, one represents Harumi.
I know. It just tickled me. What fresh
You
batch
guys
of
can
talent.
spend whatever time you'd like to, because I believe it is a Saturday, and so far I think you trained on one Saturday before, but you need to spend the time gathering your tutoring students back up if you want to do more with them today.
Yeah, Ava will be very upfront, just finding them and going, I never said you could have a fucking break. Get to the training room. You have 15 minutes. If you're not there by the time I'm there, I'm kicking your ass.
I will say you find in her usual hangout spot, which is her home, with her father. Migi's usual hangout spot was just an area somewhere in the slums. Anzen, however, was already there, doing some solo training.
Anzen, good man.
Yes, you've been saying I'm falling too far behind, putting my teammates ahead of myself, so I figured doing so now would be a good compromise to the two things. Put my self ahead of everything else and get stronger to support my teammates.
Good. And speaking of, I know we were talking about rolling before the week was up to see whether Anzen did succeed in learning his jutsu for this week.
Yeah, roll for it.
The guard one. Okay, so just straight 1d20.
Roll for it and describe to me like the jutsu and how you think he would be able to pull it off.
It was Royal Guard. It was just the one about, basically being able to be a better, like he was the equivalent of the Gilded Guard that Ava had spent the week training him on. Had to use his shield and his chakra to create a small shield to mitigate some damage.
Okay. I'll probably describe that as roll it first.
Crit. Finally, a good roll.
Holy shit! You crit. What is a good benefit from this? Because he was doing some training on his own. Ava, I'll allow you to increase one of his stats by +1. You can add Royal Guard. I'll also describe his Royal Guard jutsu as him making like a chakra-like aura, kind of like a chakra edge, like sword when you make a chakra, lightsaber around the actual blade of the weapon. He's doing that, but to his shield. And just kind of like using the, when Captain America like loses his shield in the comics, sometimes they'll make him like little holographic ones. So it's kind of like that. He's making a construct chakra shield.
Yeah. I'd say Hansen will get one more to his con, just because I feel like that's appropriate for learning a guarding jutsu.
You may add it yourself.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Okay, Hansen's max hit points have gone up. Nope, they have not.
They will.
They've not gone up at all.
For sure. I'm gonna also let you pick up a feat like tough or something like that, but it's fine.
I'm happy with that. Just Anzen for now has.
Yeah, he's not far from 4.
Slightly better con.
Yeah,
he's got slightly better con.
Nice.
If he's in a good head for training, that'll be helpful for what we want to work on.
Nice. Poochie and Inari probably wouldn't be there initially unless you got them as well.
I feel like if she's getting people, she's probably getting everyone.
Okay.
I'm
gonna say
another training
you're able to get Inari. No, Poochie will finish up this week. Poochie's coming.
Good. Okay. I think at present they'll probably start working on next week's training now if they're all doing okay. She wants them, at their best, which means, Anzen's going with Inari, and Anzen's going with Poochie, Miggy's going with Inari, and Yuno's with Ava.
Like that, then.
Okay. Anzen,
yeah, we'll start.
You're getting okay at handling it. Anzen, you're getting okay at dealing with head-on attacks, but you're still pretty conventional on how you fight. Poochie has some tricky shit he can do. Not quite in the same way as Inari, but his Typhoon Terrier and his Kusari Garma chain will make things difficult for a fighter like you. Focus on learning how to handle that. Get your battle IQ up a bit. Okay, Miggy?
Lady Ava, you, so I should get my battle IQ up. Is there a certain ends to which I should be working with this goal?
Yes, learn how to, on the fly, think faster and hit harder. And handle what Poochie can throw at you, then use what you've worked on with Inari and me to hit back. Harder, faster, more decisively. If you can end a fight, you can prevent your allies from getting hurt, and that's what you want, isn't it, Anzen?
Yes, ma'am.
And take on that responsibility and fuck them up.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, Miggy, you're gonna love this. You're a sneaky sack of shit who doesn't have any respect for dignity or the common decency of a fight.
Wow, thanks, Bava.
That's exactly what you need to be. Inari, you're a duplicitous lying fuck.
I'm really not, but okay.
Teach Miggy how. Sure thing, Tyza. She's in a really bad mood. She's just gonna say that.
Hold on. Let this little motherfucker roll history. Okay, he was about to go, sure thing, Ava, but it's cool.
It's like, sure thing, Tyza. Now what I want you to do is I want you to work with Miggy on using those hands of his in interesting ways.
Gross.
I know there's
Warning.
some jutsu where you can, like... What? What's that?
Come on, every time for him.
It's
every time.
It's every time. It's
Every time with this asshole.
I don't even know what I said wrong this time.
Don't worry about it. If you're too innocent, no, don't worry about it. You move on.
Okay, just like you use use those hands, in ways that are creative. I know there's this jutsu where you can like burrow under a fucker and pull them into the ground. See if you can use those hands to do that without digging, Miggy. That way you don't get that pretty white shirt of yours all dirty.
Yeah, sure.
Also,
he's just trying not to laugh at you right now.
Also, keep working on that shit we've been working on. See if you can actually crack the ground like I can, because I know you're pretty nimble. You and Inari both, so see if you can find some sort of way to, use that. Fuck up the ground around you so your enemies off kilter, then kick their ass.
Gotcha. That's brilliant, honestly.
Listen to her.
I thought you'd
Inari.
like that.
Yeah, listen to her. She's perfect everywhere.
Yes. And you
Yeah.
I'm gonna teach you a jutsu I invented.
Oh, of course you
Actually
are.
used it to fuck up some kids earlier.
You proud of that?
Remarkably.
Jesus. Kami.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's called the Falling Heaven Rain.
Okay.
You and I'll just be working on that.
Sure. I'm not calling
And that's
it
it,
that,
that's-
by the way.
Don't you dare call it Soaring Hell. I devised
I'll
it.
call it whatever the fuck I want to based on what you roll. So roll me a... roll me a wisdom save for Anzen. Flat roll. Roll me a sleight of hand.
Hansen?
Roll me alright, we'll make them saves for everything. Roll me a wisdom save
Wisdom
for
roll?
Anzen. Well, make it a save. Make it a save so it's just a higher number. A flat roll.
Oh, fuck you, D20 for Hansen?
Yeah. Wisdom for Anzen. I want I just want dex save for Miki, and I would like we're gonna make it an intelligence save for
15 for Miggy,
Okay, that's not bad. Let's get that roll.
and intelligence save for Okay, this will be the downfall, I fear, but hey, maybe. Oh yeah, I knew it. That's a fucking crit fail for
You could impose advantage on this because you did so have.
Oh yeah, she's the one I saved it for.
Well, no, you had it for everybody. You had you could teach each of them one thing with advantage on the roll. A stacked advantage on the rolls. You would roll twice, take it the higher, and add 2. Plus your whatever.
I know I used that for Mickey or Anzen. I used it for one of them.
I would need to go back and see if you definitely used yours for me. I know you used one for Anzen because Anzen crit failed something.
Yeah, I don't think I
don't know if you.
I don't think I used it for Anzen. So I will use it for here.
Okay.
Let's do it with that stack of advantage.
Again, and this time add Ava's.
Oh.
Damn, dog.
Okay.
Yeah, this just doesn't make any sense to me, Ava. You want me to describe the jutsu to me again? Is what she's asking you to do. I'm not gonna make you do it just this second. Hold on, because I'm actually I want to get to Rune and Buster for just a little bit so they can have a round of training. So for Migite and Inari, I'm gonna say they're kind of doing a little bit of sparring. It's not true sparring. It's kind of that half speed stuff you guys have been doing through a lot of the camp. But he is trying to find ways to kind of restrain Inari and dig around him and maybe use Earth style to try what you were talking about with the hiding like a mole or headhunter jutsu, which is kind of derived from that jutsu. Having some issues with it, he's having to kind of adapt and use the hands to bind Inari's swings, or if he misses, hold his arm out so Mikite can run under him and kind of reposition himself a little bit. So they're getting some training, and Anzen is basically just doing his big shield Gartner impression as very much what was happening to Migite in a lesser degree. He's not getting mauled by chakra dogs, but he's definitely taking a lot of pressure. And we will respond or return to you in a bit after you have reestablished your explanation to, we will come back to you. So, Nanimo, you are next in the order.
Okay. I did.
Oh, Geronimo is not there unless you go get Geronimo.
Yeah. No, that's honestly fine because he has a different plan today. So when Nanimo shows up, kind of akin to Ava, but in a very different sense. He's going to be in a slightly fucking foul mood. He'll quickly delegate out the orders he wants everyone doing today. Right, listen up. Manta, Nanimo will kind of chuck the piece of paper at him. I want you learning this. You're the medic nin. You need to be able to produce some healing for your team.
Yes, I suppose I did figure out my lightning rod jutsu, so something new wouldn't be too different.
Yes.
This
way you'll be one step
closer. Sorry, yes.
Brilliant. Great. Zippo, Katsumi, I'm actually going to have you two working together today.
Oh, like why?
The only one who can produce a water clone, and I think having a fire clone would be beneficial for Zippo. You're both way too swishy. Getting some diversions out there would be great. So your training today will be teaching him how to produce an elemental clone. Master your water clone, and you have to create a fire clone.
I guess. Are you?
And at the end of the day, we're going to spend the last hour sparring. It'll be you three against me.
So you're finally done underestimating my power, huh?
I never underestimated you, Zippo. But I just think actually having some practical combat training will be good.
Yes, hothead fool. Nobody cares. Anyway, do you want me to do anything now, fool?
Yes, I want to borrow you.
Oh.
Actually, monitor Katsumi and Zippo.
Right away.
And Nanimo is definitely going to be taking a more hands-off approach today. He's going to spend time training himself while monitoring them. Probably staying close to Manta, because Nanimo plans on trying to better produce his lightning style, which you said he's got a very minute control over.
No, not true control. Like you made a spark.
Not control. I can make little static.
You have a concept. You have a concept of how it's like it's being done.
Yeah, so Nanimo's going to sit with
me a Ninshu check. Just is flat.
Okay. 19.
With that 19, I'm going to say the first thing you will devise is that you probably need to try getting closer to mastery over water nature, which, as Katsumi has shown you, probably are still a decent bit away from. So, you guys are near that dock area, I believe is where your training is. I'm going to say that you would find a stray piece of driftwood that you can tell is probably from a broken off crate. And you begin devising a chakra control exercise. So Nama, you are going to pick that driftwood up, and you're going to start holding it between your hands and trying to make that driftwood so soggy it basically just rots away. So you're basically trying to force water molecules through each and every little plant cell in the wood, which is pretty difficult because it has been dead for a while. So it is very dry wood. So it is a decent chakra control exercise. And we will use that 19 as the roll for that. Now I want you to give me another ninja roll. This one will be with disadvantage. This is going to be with... Oh, okay, I'll take the 16. You begin trying to do the same thing. You decide to do it with a leaf this time because it'll be way easier. And you're trying to get the same result that Manta got when that you were told lightning style users get when they use chakra paper, which is the paper will crinkle up and kind of cinch up. So you are trying to get this leaf to do that in between your hands. You're having a way harder time to do it, but you do get at least the very tip of the leaf to crinkle up. You make a little bit of progress on that.
It's fine. Now, like I said, he'd probably be taking small breaks in between to make sure each of his students is doing okay, but his hyperfixation has wanted him to move forward with his own training rather than this.
We'll use that for this. Okay, so Manta is by himself. Ava wrote his notes. I don't think Ava is illiterate or anything, so I think our notes should be fairly useful.
And Ava has really good handwriting, remember?
I guess.
Is it very good handwriting?
In that case...
Hikari's the one that has chicken scratch.
Yeah. I want you to roll me a medicine check for Manta. It'll be a flat roll. Fuck it. Oh, no, he didn't need it. He didn't need it. Manta has a flickering... What is it? Healing palm jutsu you were trying to teach him?
Yeah. Healing palm.
A flickering bit of teal chakra beginning to come onto his hands. However, because this is a new nature release, on top of the lightning release he just learned, though you're kind of stretching the bounds of his yin release, so he's not picking it up instantly, and you're not really helping him at the moment, but he is gaining some passive. Sorry, I said the rest of that while leaning away. He's gaining some passive understanding of how to use that jutsu. So you can,
that's good.
You can add it to the list, just don't count it as like full mastery or anything like that.
Yeah.
You can now roll. I want you to roll me a double stack advantage ninchu roll for Katsumi, and then I want you to roll me a double stack disadvantage ninchu roll for Zippo.
Oh my god, actual 20 for Katsumi.
Awesome. In that case, take away one of the stacks of disadvantage for Zippo. So only take.
Okay.
Well, no, you also have just regular disadvantage. He's just rolling disadvantage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, come on, Zippo.
He should have way better ninjutsu specialization than her, so he should be able to pull it out too with that 14. Or 9, the 9.
13.
With the 13, he's not making a fire clone. However, his regular clone jutsu, if he did not have one already, he will come to some greater mastery level. Like he's able to make kind of like heat mirages that are closer to like a genjutsu. He's not exactly getting close to a fire clone just yet, though.
That's fine. This is an extra day of training.
Katsumi can master that jutsu and probably begin teaching Nanimo if he would like her to. Actually, I will say with her crit. Like she maybe makes some comments about like seeing you try your little water control exercise and maybe like that makes like so much. Can I try and like borrows the block from you, and during that is like trying to explain to you how she's trying to teach Zippo and how it's being so difficult.
I mean, I have my eyes set on a different clone jutsu right now. I'm just trying to get a better mastery of my water so I can move on to a different nature release.
Oh, like no, that's okay. That's like totally fair. I get it. Water's like not
if you want to sit down and help, water's awesome, but I need to learn more to be better and be stronger. So, branching out and learning as much as I can is the best way to do that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
If you want, you can sit in. If you feel like Zippo's done the best he can do today, you can sit with me and you can help me master my water jutsus or my water release even.
Well, if you want to work if you want to work on something else, I'll totally go help Zippo idiot one last time and see if he can pull this off.
So you can roll.
Thank you.
One more ninja roll with Zippo I will allow, and then we'll move over to Hikari to check on her training.
15?
You search up what fire clone does if you can actually find a fire clone. I think there is.
I don't know if
there's exploding clone.
Oh well.
Which I think is a little. I think it's like C rank, so he might have still some harsher issue with it. I'd probably give him more so a water clone variant where it's just I would reflavor water clone because I don't think they do the same thing.
That's what I would pretty much do as well, I think.
I'll tell you what, if you will do the reflavor yourself while I move over to
I'll sit here and do it, yeah.
Yeah, I'll allow him to pick up fire clone.
Thank you.
Okay, we are over to you. If you are meeting up on a Saturday, you will need to go and get your co-teaching aids.
She is not going to get Harumi and Cole this time because it is the weekend. They deserve some time with their adopted kids, and she's teaching all three of them the same thing today.
Okay.
Hey, Hikari. Happy Saturday to you. Yeah, bro.
Morning, everyone.
Yo. I actually, I stopped by Omidibukai and I got some fresh bread for everybody.
Thank you. Hikari isn't in a bad mood per se, but she certainly seems on edge.
Okay.
So yeah. But the thing she is going to be teaching them is her typhoon trap and helping them transfer it over into their own elements. So changing the typhoon trap into a fire version and a water version, and for Takeshi, whatever version he wants to do.
Okay. Hikari, let me get from you then. First, I would like this is going to be a performance roll. I want you to, well, no, it could be, let's see. Performance is a +1 for you and Ninshu is a +6. We'll use your Ninshu. Give me a Ninshu roll. This will be a quintuple stack of advantage. This is just you demonstrating the jutsu to show your tutoring students how it's done. So roll twice, add 10 to the higher, plus your +6 in Ninshu, and give me that result.
Okay. Ooh, that is a
17 plus 16.
33.
Yeah. With a 33, Hikari, that is probably the strongest typhoon trap you have ever made. You're probably like putting a little more into it, just to get some of the frustration you felt during that match you had this morning in Prompt 2 out. Like some of the wind and stuff is actually like whipping around, and they are covering their faces. But you will explain like the basis of how the jutsu is performed, and your idea that you would like them to figure out how to convert the change in chakra nature of being a wind style to a fire, water, and or water or fire for that of Takeshi. So now I would like you to make me a... Let's see. Fire is the natural weakness to wind, so this will be a little hard to convert to fire for Hisoka and Takeshi. So I want you to make me a disadvantage Ninshu roll for Hisoka. So he'll roll twice, take the lower.
There it is.
Oh, that's amazing.
Ooh, that's still pretty good. That is a dirty 23.
With a 23, I'm actually going to say that he probably is picking up on your body language pretty well, and like maybe even it's kind of like getting the vibe you're putting off. And he is going to put his all into this, and he is going to perform the jutsu pretty admirably, making a fire style version of the typhoon trap. It is nowhere near as strong. It does not stay out as consistently. And he loses concentration of it very, very quickly, but he does get it out, even though it was fairly difficult for you to figure out. And this will once again, you can add that to his jutsu. Call that a trying to think of a fiery word you could use. That sounds like trap.
Flash, it's probably the best I've got.
I was thinking blaze booby trap.
That's 3 syllables. Maybe just call it a fire spin. That's basically what it is.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can make a fire spin. Okay. Now I would like you to roll that Ninshu for Bangiru. It will be a flat roll. Actually, give him an advantage, because once again, Hisoka would explain how he did. Little brother, if you if you swirl your chakra just right, like you can feel in the coil of your chakra, your nature, you can feel, so you can take that 13.
Okay, that is a dirty 19.
Bond is nowhere near as strong, but it begins to make this little like whirlpool trap, and I think there is actually a jutsu like that somewhere in there, so you can just make like whirlpool trap or something like that, or a water style whirlpool. So you can add that to Bangiru as a jutsu. They like both of them have not mastered this yet, but it is something that you can add just to have it on their sheets for now. And with Takeshi, you can actually roll this with a double segment advantage. Roll twice, take the higher, add 4 plus his Ninshu. Triple stack it actually, because I guess. Well, no, I don't think he's helping again. Nowhere near as
you said double stacked?
Yeah, just double stack.
Okay, a plus 10 in total. Oh, and I really needed it. That's a 17. That's a dirty 17.
Roll me a D2. 1 is the fire spin. A 2 is the whirlpool. This will denote which one he has picked up.
1.
Okay, he will also figure out a fire spin. Again, these are very, very passing jutsu. So you guys can probably spend the rest of today working on it. So I want you to give me Rune 4 Ninshu rolls, 1 from Hikari, 1 from Hisoka.
Okay.
Yeah, all of you guys. And for the moment, we're going to snap back to Ava for just a little bit. So as we left you off, you were explaining your concept to, one last time.
Yeah, I imagine up until this point, she's been trying to, do it math style. She's been going, okay, you wait until it's at this point of the arc, then you throw this, it'll, create this, this geometry, and she's trying to explain it, then finally she gets frustrated, it's like, fuck it. Okay, you can't understand basic fucking math. What do you see when you fire 2 shots? How does it work for you? She's kind of almost giving up, expecting you to give her a stupid answer so she can mock her at least.
You finally want to hear what I have to say? I I don't know. I just I see the target and I see this little path to hit it, and I send the shot down the path.
Okay, alright then. Using your insane fucking way of saying it, imagine you fire a bunch of shots into the air, right? Enough cluster together that they become your target, but it's not good enough to hit them. They then each need to hit a target, on the way down, so you need to hit them with a final thing to make them fan. Does that make sense to you? I could throw out some shell casings if you want to save ammunition.
Can you just demonstrate for me already?
Alright, Ava will do that, she'll... Let's go outside, I don't want to break any of my shit.
Okay, she'll follow you. And then give me a martial arts roll with quintuple stack advantage. Roll twice. Add 10, take the higher, plus martial arts.
Thank you. Okay, Ava's martial arts is... Oh, that's not bad. That would be... 24. Yeah, she's probably just... finding some bags of garbage or something in an alley. Something that no one will mind if she breaks.
Oh, that's way simpler than you were making it sound. You'd make things too fucking complicated. Okay, I'm gonna try this now. So roll...
She just throws her coins up and...
Roll that intelligence save for her, this time with a double stack of advantage. Roll twice, take the higher, add 4. Plus her intelligence save modifier.
Okay. I think her int save isn't great, but that's okay. Okay, so dirty 16.
She pulls off a very rudimentary version of it. It's not perfect yet. Much like, most of the things you guys are working on today, but it's definitely more progress than she would have made on this Saturday had you sat home and done nothing.
Good. First thing we're going to do on Monday is we're going to have a little talk about where you learned to shoot, how you learned to shoot, and how to do your ridiculous soaring hell jutsu.
Yeah, I ain't got to tell you shit, by the way. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about with that, but okay.
Of course you don't. If you're going to learn, I guess that means I need to learn how you see things, inane though it may be. If we can find the origin point of where you learned to do that soaring hell divide of yours, whoever taught you that might be useful in teaching you how to use rain better.
I mean, maybe. I don't know. I'm pretty self-taught.
Sure.
So you want to check on the others? You going to keep...
No, I'm just going to keep here and keep watching you do it till you satisfy me.
Oh my god.
Which will just sit down. Yep. I'm also your captain. Yeah, Ava will just sit down.
Hey.
She will...
Tutor.
Whatever. I don't give a fuck.
And she'll just kind of quietly sit there with you and keep practicing it.
Yeah, Ava will just keep giving notes as it's needed, but generally, she'll just observe, she's trying to see things from Yuno's point of view, even if it baffles her.
Okay. In that case, if you don't want to check on your other guys, I'm going to update Rune very quickly. Rune, for your final Ninshu checks there to see how, close they got their mastery for the end of this day. Would you like to assign these, or did they offer +6 in Ninshu?
Oh, I thought you were saying for me. You need to do it with Hikari's Ninshu.
Well, I actually told you to do 4. I said 1 for Hikari, 1 for Hisoka, 1 for Bon, 1 for Takeshi.
Okay, so do you want me to do those rolls again?
Please don't. We'll just move on for now. We'll move on to Nanimo for the moment. What you up to, buddy?
Once after a while of that, Nanimo kind of would just end up getting slightly frustrated, and just once he can see Manta making progress, he sees Zippo making progress, he will just kind of shout out and go, alright, we're gonna spar, it's gonna be you 3 against me. The goal is for you to just show that you can work together and show off some of the new things you've developed. I don't need this to be to the death, I don't need you to go until you can't fight anymore. The moment you feel like you're done, tap out. But just give it everything you've got.
Okay. To keep us moving, I'm going to make this all 1 attack against
I was literally just going to say, just make it like a contested roll of some sort.
Okay.
Even if it...
We're going to call this a contested... Fuck it, we're going to call this an ninjutsu clash.
Yeah, that's fine. completely.
Clash before. Wait,
Even if it's just like all of them, or even if it's just a case of all of them choose one stat, we do a roll off, and then move on.
They're all choosing a jutsu to attack you with, and like trying to add it up together. So they're gonna clash with you. So
how do clashes work?
The clash mechanic. A new mechanic that is supposed to represent situations where two abilities or jutsu from opposing sides are used simultaneously against one another. Jutsu with the clash keyword, so we don't have to worry about that in this term. I'm making this clash. Are using the same turn or round, depending on the jutsu / ability, initiates a clash. When a clash is initiated, the opposing users of either ability or jutsu must make opposing checks using certain skills depending on the ability / jutsu used. So for a ninjutsu check, it is a ninju check versus an opposing ninju check. For a taijutsu clash, it is a martial arts check versus an opposing martial arts check. So the three of them are going to combine their ninju check versus your ninju check. Nanimo.
Pretty
I'm going to allow you to make this. You actually have great ninju, so I'm not gonna give you a quintuple. You can have a double stack of advantage on this. You can roll twice, take the higher. They are going to just roll this flat. So give me 3 ninju rolls from them, combine that total, and then give me a double stacked advantage ninju roll from Buster.
So Zippo.
Nanimo.
Yeah. Zippo gets 13.
Okay.
Katsumi gets natural 20. So 26. I'm pretty boned. And Manta gets 24.
You know what? Make it a quintuple stack for you. I didn't think she would do it.
I don't think I can beat this. 16 plus 7, 21, quintuple, 20
plus 10. So 31.
31, yeah. They still thrash me.
Okay, what did Monta get again?
13.
Okay. They
30, 46.
No, what jutsu are used to the clash with them?
Dragon harpoon.
Katsumi is going to make her own dragon harpoon, which kind of cancels out yours. But as she's doing that, Zippo places a hand on her shoulder and forms some hand seals and is like, "Yeah, I'll show him out. He's underestimating my power." So as her water dragon shoots out the harpoon, there's a little bit of steam, and then from that, I'm going to say a flaming tiger erupts from the dragon's mouth. She's kind of rolling off her 20 to do this, and is going to try and push through yours, and you're actually able to just jump back and try and dodge it a little bit. But then as that happens, Manta is going to cast a holy weapon on it and kind of cause the fire tiger to surge with some lightning, and that ends up running through you, and you are burned and splashed and shocked all at once as you lose this clash.
Oh, good.
Oh shit, Nanimo fool, you got fucking cooked.
Yeah, no shit, Marlon. Oh, that was such a bad idea. Well done, everyone. Nanimo just kind of puts his thumbs up. You did really well. Manta, how good's your healing palms?
Let's see.
So roll a healing palm jutsu for Manta. Or Ava or Pickle, can you explain the
Sure thing. Let me just get up because I did actually just send that.
Yeah, I asked him to send it.
Okay.
You cover your hands in chakra and glow in a warm greenish blue hue, stimulating a creature's natural cell regrowth to accelerate and bolster its healing. A creature you touch gains 2d8 plus your ninjutsu mod hit points.
I was going to say I'm going to roll it as a 2d4 because he's not mastered it. It's still early stages.
I was going to let you roll another medicine check first to see if he...
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Master it in this moment, you bastard. You just kicked my ass. 20.
He can roll the 2d. He can roll 1d8, 1d4 plus his medicine mod. How about that? That'll show though.
Who won Manta?
The kind of wonkiness.
Hate. I hate Manta.
Okay.
Changed my opinion on him all of a sudden.
Go back up to 35.
Here you go, sir. Nanimo. That's the best I can do at the moment. I can probably more
That's
chocolate.
perfectly. No, that's fine. You did perfectly fine.
Nanimo, are you okay? Oh my, I didn't mean to make it that go that hard.
No.
Oh, you're.
It's fine. I'm fine. I'm good.
She's fussing over.
You underestimated my power one too many times, Nanimo, and see what happens.
I never underestimated your power, but I will say well done, everyone, for working together. If you just do that, in the middle of the competition, I'm 85% sure, 72% sure, you might just win your first round.
Okay, so Nanimo,
if it's a combat one, just pull that out.
What I will allow you to do now is you can actually take Katsumi's water style marching fishes, and if you'd like to, you can reflavor it and make a jutsu star called fire style tiger tackle.
Okay, yeah, I'll sit down and do that quickly.
That's the little move Zippo just invented for himself, where he's just ramming a little like flame condensed fire construct tiger into a person.
Okay.
With like 15 feet of
way to go.
See that, Katsumi? Dragons and tigers. True rivals. Because you're like, you have like good power. Yeah, whatever, Zippo. Anyway, Nanimo, you're fine, right?
Yeah. It's just my ego today.
Hey, Fish,
just my ego.
Fish, she just underestimated my power. Yes, fool. Anyway, are we done for today, Nanimo, fool? This just seems like a bad day in general.
Yeah, no, that's well done, everyone. You've done really well. Go home, get some rest. Stick to that diet I've given you. I'm gonna go home and lay in bed defeated for a few hours. And Nanimo will pull himself up and just start walking off.
Okay. Hikari, very quickly. Now, if you would like to, you can re-roll your checks for them. We will end off your week as well.
So that is. This is for Hikari and Bungaroo.
Mm-hmm.
A 14 and a 3, so that is a dirty 20 and a dirty 9. This one is for Takeshi, which is a dirty 15. And this one is for Hisoka, a dirty and a 16.
Okay. Hisoka and Takeshi can go ahead and add their fire spin jutsu to their list. They're getting some greater understanding of it. It's not true mastery like Hikari has with it just yet, but they can definitely pull those jutsu off more consistently than Bond is able to pull off the whirlpool trap. And I will say that will end off your second week, Hikari. So you can retire to your home. And Ava, I believe you were ending off your second week as well. But so we can finish off with Anzen and Migite. Let's just check in on them very, very quickly. And give me I want a stealth roll from Migite, and then I want a Ninshu roll from Migite. Based on the stealth roll, you might get advantage on the Ninshu roll after that.
Okay, stealth roll from Miggy.
Mm-hmm. That's fine.
22.
Not bad at all. Give me a Ninshu roll with give me an Ninshu roll with active advantage.
Okay, thank you.
He's been working on this for a bit.
Ninshu with Ninshu. This is.
I also don't know if Headhunter Jutsu is in this book already.
I do think it is. I think I've seen it somewhere.
Okay. Perfection. I just wanted to know if I need to make it for you.
1. Okay, that would be dirty 22.
With a dirty 22, Ava, add Headhunter Jutsu to Migite. You may also add his Earthen Grasp, and you may add his... What was the third one?
Turning Palm was the smash the ground and make it difficult.
You may add his Turning Palm. None of these are with full mastery just yet, but this has pushed him forward a good bit. Also, give him the Grappler feat.
Yeah, Grappler. Just add that in. I'll update the character sheet properly after the session. I'm just, my camp notes document.
Excuse me. When you level him up, give him Grappler for free, I will say. He'll get it before he won't need to get to the level 4 to get a feat. Actually, wait. Yeah. No, he might have a free slot because he's non-clan. Yeah, give him Grappler. I think he had a free slot because he's non-clan.
Okay.
He might have something in that little list to the right side, but that's because everybody has Alchemist in that if you don't change it.
Yeah. Okay, Grappler, yep.
Yeah, so you can have Grappler.
Yeah.
And I believe we've talked about that once before. Now, Anzen can roll his Wisdom save with a single stack of advantage at the time. Roll twice, take the higher and add 2. As Poochie is probably taking him to the side and talk to him about loyalty and, putting himself first and how that could be a double-edged sword and stuff like that. So, a lot of what you
Wisdom, yeah.
Wisdom save.
Cool. Okay, then dirty 20 for Anzen.
You may give Anzen I believe the jutsu you told me about was called Wise Turtle.
Turtle. Yep, Wise Turtle.
You may add him his Wise Turtle jutsu, and that will end out your second week of training.
Okay.
You will then, I assume, be kicking your tutoring students out of your place and probably retiring for the day. If that's what you want to do, I can't play for you, so I mean, it's your choice. Hello?
Me?
Oh.
Yeah, that should be all good.
What are you doing?
You? Just saying, yeah, I'll retire.
Okay. In that case, as the three of you would be retiring for the day, you might have some visions in the night. Ava, you are pulled into a sealed vision. Hikari and Nanimo, the two of you are having dreams.
Hikari and Nanimo, or?
You're both having dreams.
Oh, okay.
Well, let me check.
What is Hikari?
Let me check. I think, yeah, Nanimo, I feel like you've shown greed in the presence of Ava or Hikari during this session in some way or another.
I feel like you could definitely, perceive some of his actions as greedy.
Yeah. So we will start with Ava, because Ava is the only person who really recognizes the space and the kind of the subliminal ideal she is kind of currently in. Ava, you feel yourself kind of like leaving the void and entering the casino. You would probably remember that you did tell the seal beast that you guys would have some kind of conversation the other day once you felt its presence return in full. Are you proceeding?
Okay, we'll step in, confidently. Mm-hmm. Just try to keep up, keep your posture.
You will transform into your other outfit that you take on, or you enter this area and be able to proceed without any interference.
At least something nice. Just looking at the dress. And then, we'll advance in, probably just pick up a couple of chips just from something, and we'll head up to the manager's office, because she remembers that's where the voice came from.
Mm-hmm. You
rap on the door.
The door is open.
She'll rap on the door's open, then she'll head in.
Well, you finally came back, huh? I've been watching you, working on all that earth chakra and all that. Trying to develop your own powers, you don't have to use mine, huh?
I greed for everything. You know me.
And that's why I'm still letting you hold the seal. At least for now.
At least for now. That seems to be the word of the day.
Oh? You got something to get off your chest?
If you've been watching me, you know what the ultimatum I got today is, so if you're leaving, spit it out. Otherwise, let's negotiate. What do you want?
Well, I told you last time, I just want a little bit of freedom. We talked about, inheriting that debt to your friend, your teammate there, and I got that now, and that's nice. I'm planning on doing some, some changes with that soon, but for the moment, I think it's time we do a little recontracting,
What terms do you propose, and what are you offering?
Oh, it's nothing major. Just, by this point, is being able to turn, a little bit of yourself gold really all that special? I mean, you could punch the ground and make big old craters, can't you, lass? I mean, it's, you're getting, a bit big for your britches by this point. You might need something a little bit, a little stronger than that, huh?
I'm listening.
I'll give you a nice juicy upgrade to the seal. I won't put too much of my influence when I, give you a little bit of my chakra to use, and let's just say you'll see a real significant boost in what you're able to do. Probably won't have many more days like today, I can tell you that, real quick.
And what do you want in return?
What do I always want, lass? I mean, a little greed, a little money. Nice time to stretch my legs, maybe explore that nice little village you all have there. It just looks so quaint and cozy.
I presume you'd have to possess my body to do it.
Just a tiny bit, for a teeny weeny, incy bitsy amount of time. You wouldn't even notice it, I'm sure.
I'm willing to consider it, but I want some conditions, or assurances, you might say.
Oh, and what might those be?
I have a list of people you can't harm.
Oh, I love lists of people I can't harm. That's one of my favorite things.
Is that acceptable to you?
Oh,
And of course, I want a limit in how long you're possessing me.
Well, your little flimsy body can only take so long anyway, so that seems fair.
Alright then. She'll give you a list. It's just the people you'd expect, Squad 0, her students, the Tarzana family, and the Junbais, and the Keshlings.
So I can't hurt
that's your list
them,
of people. You can't harm them.
Okay. That sounds fair.
Yes, and for her time limit, she'll start haggling, saying, you can have 1 hour a month, is her initial offer.
An hour of freedom a month, huh? You got a deal, little lady.
We'll shake on it. I know this is a terrible idea, but Ava will take it because she wants that power up. She wants to prove.
I think this is the first time you've ever tried to make physical contact with this thing. So Ava, give me a perception roll.
Okay. That's a plus C5.
You can have a stack of advantage on this. Actually, you can roll twice, take the higher, add 2.
Thank you. Okay. That would be dirty 21.
With a dirty 21, Ava, you can know, you kind of feel the pressure and the force of this thing, and the weight of the massive chakra that is condensed to form it. And you kind of get the feeling that it's bowing to you to reach something out back towards you, and it is very sharp and very hard.
Okay, Ava will take whatever is being offered to her.
You can shake that.
Pleasure doing business with you, Ava.
And with you, what should I even call you?
Why don't you just call me Greedy for now? Seems like it's been working for you.
Alright, Greedy. Enjoy your hour.
Oh, I certainly will.
And Ava, at some point you can feel that dream kind of end, and you wake up in your room, just kind of sitting there. However, as a result of this, I sent you a jutsu. I think it was a Tai jutsu. You were going to be adding this Tai jutsu to your list for free. I just need to gain the name. It's something like Sealing Art Bull Strength or something like that.
I think I know the one you mean.
You definitely know what I mean. I'm looking for it very, you're adding it. You don't need it right this minute at all, but yeah, you can feel that jutsu kind of added to your library. Just as a little partial boon to whatever just happened, as some way of substantially being able to tell what just happened.
Excellent.
As you're looking up at the ceiling fan of your little room. Yeah.
Good.
And then we are going to move over to Beast Fist Forceful Bull, by the way. It's a taijutsu. D rank.
Beast Fist. Gotcha.
1 action, concentration up to 1 minute, 4 chakra. Okay. Nanimo. You give me a stealth roll, first off. And this is basically to see if you're able to make it past your parents without having to deal with them.
Oh dear.
Is Buster muted and or away from his mic?
Sorry.
Of course. Of fucking course.
I like muting when you guys are talking in case I make noise over everything. Sorry. Apologise. Stealth to get past parent. Roll, please. Where is stealth? 20.
Okay, yeah, you definitely get by.
Ooh.
Once again, you're going to be able to duck past your parents and make it into your room without making much of a noise or alerting them that you are, once again, back in there. And are you doing anything? Are you interacting with Marlon at all? Telling Marlon to shut the fuck up if he's being too mouthy?
No. I imagine Nanimo and Marlon kind of have an agreement when they're in the room. Marlon keeps quiet, especially when he snuck in. At this point, whether Marlon follows it is Marlon's decisions, which is probably a no. What Nanimo will likely do is, I imagine in Nanimo's room there's a big old bookshelf. Jesus, he is loud.
No, I'm going to say that Marlon kind of can read the room and feel Nanimo fool probably doesn't want to talk to me right now. I'll just think everything. I'll write everything down in his ventricles and then I can bring them up later.
What Nanimo will do is he'll walk over to the big bookshelf he has in his room. He will pull out the book he had wrote all of his notes on the Sarnin in while speaking to Okina, and he's going to go sit on his bed with the bingo book open on Orochimaru's page. And in the notebook on the Sarnin, he is going to start jotting down every bit of information he can and some other little tidbits, which I won't disclose, but I will send a picture to you plus of it.
As you're doing that, Nanimo, I want you to give me a flat Constitution saving throw and then roll me 1d4.
Constitution saving throw?
Mm-hmm. It's nowhere near as bad as I think it's going to be.
Oh, 20.
Okay.
And then a d4? Mm-hmm. 1. God damn it.
Okay, Nanimo, you stay awake for an hour completing that task. You do get the notes done, so they will be there when you wake up. But you are going to pass out and find yourself in this strange vision. So let me ask you this, Nanimo. What does your mindscape look like? What does the contents of your soul look like?
The contents of his soul, probably much to Nanimo's annoyance, is he's probably in the dining area in the from home. He's just downstairs in the restaurant. You can see the kitchen over there. The only difference is being that the windows, when he looks out, are just the nice gentle waves which he associates with the village, not the crazy rapid ones which more often than not surround it. Just a nice gentle ocean breeze, and in the middle of this ocean is just Omidaku by Ramen, just sitting there in existence.
Yeah, you're chilling there. It's a perfect day to run the shop. Like, some days you've been asked to sit there and run the shop on your own and you've hated it. This is one of those days where you can open the windows up, enjoy the breeze. The wave is like bustling, so there's like, a nice little sound of the town and the village around. People aren't like running in constantly, so you have to like do all that much work. Nice chill day. Like, honestly, you could just sit there and nerd out over your books, or like read that gallant tale of Naruto the Gutsy Ninja, or whatever the fuck you used to read.
Nanimo is a big fan of that book.
Yeah, just chilling, man. However, as you're having this dream, suddenly you hear banging, like very forceful banging, like thudding against the back freezer that is in Omidabukai. And there is,
oh my lord,
there's like light coming off from the hinges and the doors.
Nanimo,
you gonna investigate?
Yeah, he'll probably grab a knife and investigate. God, my mindscape is being attacked.
You hear that thud again. Let me out.
Hello. This is. Can I help you?
Ooh, yeah, you can, boy. You're let me think. You're Nanimo, ain't you?
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
And you are?
Yeah. I'm a friend of your friend Ava. Ava's her name, right?
I mean, yeah, I know someone called Ava.
Oh, come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. I'm in your head. I know how you really feel about it. Let's not waste all that time with that.
Just behind Nanimo, there's a picture of the squad, and it's like, for fuck's sake.
Look.
No, Ava's a friend. What do you want?
You know how everybody says she's possessed and all that?
Yeah, everyone's full of crap.
What if I told you everyone wasn't full of crap?
I would say you're delusional.
What if I told you all the power Ava has, all that skill, all that talent? It's not her. It's me. Think about Pero. Think about that whole situation. Didn't it ring a little fishy to you? Just some fat, tubby businessman could transform himself into a beast like that, some kind of creature, and rampage like that. Didn't that pique your interest just a little bit, Nanimo?
I mean, yeah, that's why I kept Pero around.
And he couldn't do anything for you. That's because you didn't go through me, son. So, I mean, you should just open the door a little bit. Just crack it open a little bit, and let's just have us a little conversation.
Right, Nanimo, knife still in hand, will open the door. Grab the handle of the door, and he'll just go, what is it you want to talk about, exactly?
Now,
just
you begin
give me an idea.
to be blinded by this like very bright golden light inside. It is very hard to perceive what is inside, but I want you to make a perception check with Stack's advantage.
Stacked advantage, okay.
Your mindscape.
For fuck's sake.
Oops.
Yep, buddy, you kind of blinded by the light. You're just kind of overwhelmed by it.
It's still a 15.
Nanimo, you can see the outline of something that you know because of your experience as a cook is bovine in nature. something huge that is bovine of nature, I should say. And like the area of that freezer is not like the area of that. Like it's way too big a space. It's almost like a void. And you are seeing into that.
Yeah. Come a little closer, son. I just want to talk, make a little deal, get a little freedom.
What sort of deal are you looking to make? I've already got a deal going on at the moment. I could do with probably negotiating a bit.
Oh fuck! I did forget about it. Okay, hold on. Something is going to happen at the end of this.
Well, see, kid, I just I'm like sealed. You know, you ever been sealed? You know, that's when you're not, can't have full freedom. You know, when you just want to run wild and free and feel the wind through your hair.
This guy knows.
You know.
Yeah, I do kind of know that feeling.
So I tell you what, buddy. You help me break my seal, I'll help you break your seal.
Oh, how do you need me to break your seal?
You just gotta make a deal with me and accept the power of the seal of greed. You know, we can transfer the power from Ava to you. You know, she doesn't deserve it anyway. She's too arrogant. You know, she thinks she was born with it or something like that. But it can be taken from her real easy.
What you're saying is all the power Ava currently possesses would be mine?
Hell yeah, brother. All yours. I mean, think about
Nanimo's
it.
hand
This is the kind of thing freaks like that Orochimaru feller dream their whole lives about. They do real nasty shit to get stuff like this, Nanimo. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, brother. You should really take this.
Okay, Nanimo, I need a perception check from you.
Oh, good. Oh, it's slightly better.
That's high enough.
16.
The floor of Homeland Bukai is super wet for some reason.
Look, Mr. Ow, man. Maybe you're a bull? I can't tell. I can't have you taking Ava's power. I don't need it. I want to grow stronger without whatever you are. She needs it for something I don't quite understand yet. So, sorry, but whatever you're after from me, I'm saying no.
You're saying no for now, kid. We both know you're lying. You want more power than anybody on that little team of yours. That's why you're always hunting for jutsu, trying to get somebody to teach you something. You know, passing up pay, money, the gold everybody else wants, just to get a little bit more knowledge. That's why you made that deal with them fish, isn't it?
You know about the fish?
Oh, I sure do. I mean, well, can't you smell them all over you?
Now, you can actually look down and you can see, if you look down to your mindscape, the bottom of the floor, even though it's definitely Homeland Bukai, like the floor is almost like a clear aquarium where you can see the bottom of the ruins where the swordfish live. Like it's almost like kind of invaded your
my
mindscape.
lord.
All over you. You're just a fish in a tank to them, boy. But I can free you.
And
I can make you the rancher.
Bull can make me the rancher. Look, I've said it before. I have no interest in making a deal with you. I want power. I've already made a deal where I'm way out of my depth. And from what I can tell, you're much fishier than those fish were. Ava needs that strength. I don't want it. You can take your deal and go back to whatever ranch or barn and get out of my fridge.
Nanimo, you say that, and you are going to wake up drooling onto the book you were writing in originally.
Oh, damn it.
And, hold on, I'm going to roll. Nanimo, Geronimo is in your room.
Kid, have you been putting any work towards the parents thing? Tell me the truth. Are you just dicking me around?
Jesus.
And, that's what we'll leave you there.
Okay.
We're leaving you there for right now. We're going to Hikari. Hikari,
Yep.
you... Actually, no, you would get home first. Or if you are going home, I assume.
Yeah, she's going home.
Okay. Give me a perception.
Because I'm assuming it's late, and she's the one that usually cooks dinner.
It is, I'm going to say 6 going on 7 p.m.
Yeah, she's going home to make dinner.
Okay. Give me a perception roll. I just want to see if you notice anything out of whack.
Okay. And perception is...
Let's see. +2.
17.
Okay, 17 plus 2 plus 3. So they're gonna roll d20 plus 7. 14. Hikari, lying out on the kitchen table. Let's roll a 1d4. I'm going to say a 1 is Shion, a 2 is Hiroko, a 3 is Rinka, and a 4 is Dealer's Choice. Hikari, on the kitchen table, you're going to find a cross-stitch pattern. That's like really, really well done. You don't really remember any of them being able to, like, being at this level of seamstress ability or like seamster ability when you had them left. And the pattern depicts kunai, like a bunch of kunai and shuriken like crossed out and kind of decoratively.
Should I be concerned?
Roll a insight, flat insight.
That is 11.
Hikari, I'm going to say you aren't concerned. You would probably feel pride beforehand, like, oh, Hiroko's like stitching has gotten so much better. That's great. She's gonna be able to like mend clothes so much better now.
So she's more focused. So Hikari's more focused on the fact that her sewing ability has improved than the contents of the sewing.
Yeah, it's probably like, oh, she probably was like making this to like, you know, put over my kunai pouch or something like that. That's sweet of her. Anyway, I should probably get dinner started. It's late.
Yeah.
They've probably been home working on homework for a bit. Would you like to poke your head in their rooms and check on them at all?
No, Hikari is just going to call out, saying he's home and telling them to clean in their rooms before or dinner, or they're going to be cleaning the whole house tomorrow.
Yeah, sure, Kari. Right away. Yeah, Kari, yeah. Oh, shit. Okay.
Because
so
I'm going to say that there have been several occasions in the past where they have not cleaned their room when she told them to, so she always gives them that one last chance to clean it before she goes to check on them.
Okay. Hikari.
Yep.
What does your mindscape look like?
Actually, that's something I was going to ask. Are mindscapes always a person's happy place?
Not necessarily. They're probably the place your mind retreats to, or like you first visualize when you close your eyes or something like that. It doesn't necessarily have to be a happy place.
Okay.
Considering Naruto's was like a dank, like pissy dungeon.
Touche. Wait, that was Naruto's? I always thought that was Kurama's.
It's kind of like shared.
Okay, that makes sense. Then, in that case, Hikari's mindscape is going to be a shabby little hut in the middle of a dark, ominous forest.
Hikari, you are at the kitchen, like, stove, working on food for a bit, and then, like, kind of, like, glitchy. Your perception of the kitchen you were in shifts to that old kitchen you used to, like, partake or be around back when you lived in that location. But you have just been transferred to your mindscape.
Hikari is going to look around like, okay, when did I fall asleep? Because this has got to be a nightmare.
Are you looking around at all, trying to investigate?
Yeah, she's looking around, trying to figure out, okay, how the hell do I wake myself up here?
Hikari, your passive is high enough that I'm going to say you will notice, kind of like Nanimo did, there is a glowing kind of like goldish light coming from the outside of the shack. And just for a little bit, you hear a thud against it.
Hello?
Hikari is going to glare at the door and go, oh, fuck no, I know a sketchy situation when I see it. It's no way in hell.
Hello? I'm here to help.
And I'm the Queen of Sheba, buddy. Hikari is immediately going to start going towards the spot that she was taught to always go to whenever someone comes to the hut. She is going to the trap door.
Okay. Open the trap door, Hikari.
She is going to open said trap door and go inside.
Hikari, as you open that trap door, you are blinded by golden light.
Hikari immediately slams it down.
Okay. You going somewhere else?
She is going to then sit on top of the trapdoor and start grumbling to herself about how this being by far the worst nightmare she has ever had so far.
Hikari, I want you to roll me a Constitution save. This will come with disadvantage.
Okay.
Just flat disadvantage.
And it was a Constitution save.
Mm-hmm.
So that's +3. Oh, that's a 6.
Hikari, you can hear your voices pretty loudly right now.
Ah, great.
In fact, it's
and
probably
considering the situation, they're probably going to be screaming things like they're coming. The monsters are here. We can't get into the trapdoor. Where are Hiroko, Shion, and Rinka, and that sort of thing.
Yeah, you can hear
and Hikari is immediately going to curl into ball and put her hands over her ears.
Okay, Hikari, I want a charisma saving throw from you. So +3 1d20 roll. It's just a flat roll.
17.
Okay. Through the cacophony of the voices, you're gonna hear that original voice you heard, kind of like knocking on the door and like causing the light to shine. Hello, I'm trying to get in there and help. I heard you could use a little extra oomph. Things are been a little tough for you lately, and I'm in the business of making things easier on young folk like yourself.
Hikari is going to bang on the trapdoor and go, "Alright, he got enough voices in here, thank you. You shut up and leave me be."
Just hear me out for a second. What if I quieted them down for you?
Sure.
Hikari, as a demonstration, I'm going to roll a... this will be double stack, so he's going to roll this. Oh, he didn't even need it. Hikari, you are going to hear, you can still hear them, but the voices become very dull, very much background noise, very easy to ignore.
See what I mean? Just takes a little finesse and knowing what you're doing. You're just a bit too young to be pulling such a burden, but I can show you how to handle the load, kid. Just give me a chance here. I didn't necessarily ask for this myself. A lie, but
he didn't say that part. He's lying.
After old Ava sold me your debt, sometimes you just get linked into demonic possession contracts without really wanting to.
I'm sorry, you've completely lost me right now. What in the hell are you talking about?
You don't remember when Ava was, she told you she, sold the debt you had to a demon in her seal? You must have thought she was joking about that, huh?
I don't think Ava actually did end up telling her that.
Yeah, Ava hid that like a coward.
No, I think as you guys are walking down Ramen Co., Ava comes out of her vision and is like, okay, I know what's going on. And then Hikari goes, how do you know that? And then Ava very bluntly goes, demon in my seal told me. I'll tell you about it later.
Yeah, I think that was more.
But she didn't say that she sold Hikari's debt to it.
I'm fairly certain she said so. I think that was already said. I think that was revealed to Hikari. I'm fairly certain. I'm fairly certain. I would have to go back to listen to the Ramen Dragon fight again, but I'm pretty certain.
We can say that if I haven't, maybe I mentioned it.
If you haven't, I'll give you all a free Wheel of Fire. But I'm fairly certain it was said.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So let me get this straight. You're the demon in Ava's seal.
Well, trying to make that former.
Uh-huh. And I should trust you. Why?
Well, I'm actually telling you about it straight up and, trying to help you instead of throwing it on you like some kind of, demonically possessed brat.
Hikari is going to look rather tiffed at that.
Well,
if you're trying to convince me to make a deal with you, insulting one of my friends is probably not a very smart move.
So should I strong arm you then? Give you something you can only take or a deal you can't refuse? Or do you want to waste time defending somebody who wouldn't even call you a friend?
Someone doesn't know the person they're stuck inside as well as they think they do.
No, little lady. I promise you, I know her deeply, intimately, way better than you do, and probably ever will.
So why exactly are you here? Kind of seems like a waste of time to keep beating around the bush like this.
It may be. It may be the only thing that saves your life and your little siblings' lives when it comes down to it. Because let me tell you something about that Ava Rice girl. When it comes down to it, all that, is them or us stuff, she means that shit from the bottom of her heart. And when the shit really hits the fan, you guys are not gonna be a part of us.
So that's your play then, and drive a wedge between us? Well, I'm afraid you screwed up on one teeny tiny little detail. You don't know me anywhere near as well as you think you do.
No, you're right about that.
As if you did, you would know that trying to drive a wedge between me and those I consider mine is not going to win you any points. Now get the fuck out of my head.
Alright, but only cause I like the cut of that greed on you, girl.
And then as soon as that is said, you're gonna wake up and be back to cooking your dinner, which is now burning.
God shoot!
Kari, you okay, or?
Darn it, and I was really proud of that, too! Now I'm gonna have to start all over again.
Yeah, I'm sure we can
Doom Cloud.
We can figure it out. It'll be okay.
Hiroko is trying to pat your back and get you to relax from it. Shion and Rika, they're kind of keeping their distance from you for a bit. And I will say your passive insight is high enough to know that you're playing it off right now, but you would probably realize on accident, because you were in the seal dealing with that hostile creature, you were releasing a bit of killing intent in the real world.
Oh. Whoops.
Yeah, you seemed a bit intense there. Hikari was definitely gonna kill that burnt bacon or whatever it is. I can't tell anymore. It's super burnt.
Sorry, you three. I was lost in my thoughts.
Let's just go over to Nana-chan's for dinner.
Sure. Hikari's gonna pull her three little siblings into a hug and tell them to go put on their coats because it's chilly out tonight.
They will do so. In that case, everyone, I have been your conniving, evil game master, just putting the players through their paces of a nice hour-long combat where they barely got to take any hits or give any hits and took many a hit, got dazed, got thrown into water, paralyzed, all kinds of shit. And then they got fucked around by a demon. So, very interesting session. We will see you guys next time. But I was joined, of course, by Ava Rice Pickledale.
I made a deal with a devil or a demon.
You love doing that.
I do.
It seems crazy how resistant your teammates are to do that. Now, thinking back to how easily you do that. But Hikari Kesho Runeskable.
That stupid jerk made me burn dinner.
I'm going to say it was steak.
No, not burnt steak.
Yeah,
that shit was definitely
beef steak.
Gonna be gourmet as well.
Yeah. And Nanimo Junbai, the Storybuster.
I'd made a deal with a demon fish. I can't make any more deals with fish or demons.
You ordered the details on the demon. I was actually going to have him show up in your... But we will catch you guys next time. There might not be an end story this time. We might take a break on end story just to get this one out a bit quicker. Bye.
Bye.
Strength like waves indeed does grow with time. I can see why the likes of Ava, Hikari, Nanimo, and their peers have gotten rather tired of that saying, though. But motion and change of any kind should be celebrated in such a cramped and stagnant little pond as their homeland. Being considered tiny ripples shouldn't be such a bad thing, especially when the alternative can mean a status quo where the mediocre, malicious men of the world like Gato and Orochimaru can simply fester uncontested, growing and spreading their power and influence. influence. Senpai, after all, had a group of tiny embers just a bit ago, and look at the massive out-of-control blaze that sprang up on his watch. To be fair, that was because of multiple factors, as well as members of the Leaf Shinobi and civilian communities failing and mistreating one another. But that's a simple enough lesson to learn from. If concepts like the will of fire or wave aren't managed well, they can lead to just as, if not magnitudes, more harm than good. To that end, I've tried my best to be methodical and logical about my approach to this mission, and my role as a teacher, in hopes of avoiding creating a quote-unquote tidal wave, which I would have no hopes of actually managing. But that in itself may be the only logical conclusion. I am ill-suited for the role of a teacher, though I doubt this is of any real shock, as I still theorize my selection for this position was a decision made out of some desire for the least participation in the insurgency program to go belly up in the first place. Thus, my greatest fear is that aside from poetic talent, perhaps teaching ability doesn't grow with time and experience either. However, I should specify, this isn't about strength. I don't think there is any correlation whatsoever between the shinobi's ability to produce strong subordinates or students, and that same shinobi's qualification to fit the mold when it comes to being a good sensei. Hell, I'm not fully certain the concept isn't something akin to perfection, unattainable, as it entails so many different factors that encompass so many different parts of both ninja life and life in general. It's almost unreasonable to expect one person to possess them all equally, without any forms of flaws or quirks. But good senseis are those who their students can strive to emulate in both their strength and their character, while a strong sensei can only motivate their students to surpass them. That's it. In wartime, perhaps they can be relied upon, but even that is a luxury I can testify to firsthand, that not all young ninja are blessed with equally. And even then, simply being strong doesn't in itself mean you can protect everything. For that, you need influence, numbers, means, communication, bonds as it were. See, way too much goes into just being a good sensei. Now consider what it takes to be a great or even a legendary sensei or master. Lord Jiraiya the Sun is a sage for crying out loud, and even he will be the first to openly note his failings as a mentor, just as readily as he will cite his many accomplishments and notable students, as well as their own exploits. And of course, not even to mention his own. And that man has a lineage of at least strong teachers, whose history and his contemporaries would all say are quite prestigious, full of Leaf Ninja who are all powerful and noteworthy, but also great masters in one way or another. I suppose that was what was on my mind when I suggested this cockamamie excuse for a B-rank mission, a test to see how I've developed my skills as a teacher so far, and maybe, a bit selfishly, a taste for Squad Zero of what it's like to be put in the position of the mentor for once, both for some of my own vindication, but also because there will likely come a day when the most they'll be able to offer the will of wave is just passing on what they themselves have learned, a day when they will not be useful as soldiers, but will instead need to make the decision and learn to answer the question of whether they will be good teachers or strong sensei. Not to mention, this is also the safest way I could facilitate the knowing possibility of engaging with enemy, or at least antagonistic ninja, which usually come assured with difficulty class B assignments. I've agreed not to babysit Ava, Nanimo, and Hikari during this mission, up to and including not peeking of the tutor's logs I've asked them to draft up for the records of Lord Tazuna and their former teacher, Carp Gyarido. However, as a result, I will be updating my usual bone-dry tactical observations and psychological profiled sensei logs on my actual trio of students, along with the 3 kids I've begun to tutor, as my portion of this current mission, of course. Shion Kesho, the would-be gliding vanguard. Shion is the infighting and self-appointed frontman of the trio of Keshlings. His use of the membrane-like wingsuit modifications, sneakily hidden with precise sewing in his clothes, shows a mechanical aptitude that most Genin lack. However, he did eventually reveal that while he also knows how to sew, as taught to him by Hikari, he is nowhere near as talented a seamster as the women of the family. His instincts, and what I assume is his custom propeller burst jutsu though, demonstrates an intuitive understanding of torque and aerial movement, alongside chakra-based propulsion, which he uses to not just move across the battlefield on his own terms, but also to intercept and overwhelm threats. However, like his eldest sister, he doesn't truly have the necessary bulk, pain tolerance, or healing ability to serve this role as much as he would like to, being more akin to a bird of prey than a beefy brotherly bear. Part of me has to wonder if this is a role he has adopted as the quote-unquote man of the Kesho household, as aside from Hachikumo, and as of quite recently myself, I believe the boy has never really had many other males around him, or to encourage him that strength and reliability aren't all about physical power or bravado. Because of these combined factors, I've begun guiding him to develop as an elemental scout class shinobi, since his wind affinity is remarkable, possibly stronger than Hikari's herself, which is interesting, as from what I understand, she only discovered that ability during a time of high stress and danger. Shion is the most protective of the 3 young Kesho siblings, which makes him the easiest to manipulate, and the most likely to die early, much like somebody else I know. He fights with a hero complex that is dangerous in the Land of Water. Well, generally, just dangerous in the ninja world itself. If Shion Kesho had a closest comparison to my actual squad, it would most certainly be Nanimo Junbai, who also has a love for being referred to as a speedster, as well as reliance on pure, overwhelming kinetic speed and preparation. They also both rely on and make heavy use of tools, and the fact that they have discovered a rather strong connection to their inherent chakra nature affinities fairly early as getting level ninja is but one more similarity they share. While Nanimo isn't the most defensive over his teammates, he does share Shion's proclivity for removing the most dangerous foes off the board as quickly as possible, in order to avert and eliminate threats quickly. Currently, Shion has better verticality, at least arguably, but in a straight-up fight, Nanimo could smoke him, cutting him down before he even had time to unbuckle his jacket. The answer to this problem, how to get him stronger, is virtually the same as it is with Nanimo then. Teach him the importance of sticking with the team, and making use of stronger range attacks, and the positioning of your allies and enemies, to stop being a sacrificial pawn or a suicidal torpedo, showing them how to go from just dashing and gliding around the battlefield to actually hunting around it. But to do that, a reverence and value for his own life must be thoroughly instilled in Shion. Thus, I've already thought of some training to this end, forcing him to climb and jump off the highest trees in the Land of Waves, but without opening his wingsuit or making use of chakra, forcing him to freefall, spin, let the air batter him until the last second, upon which he will finally be allowed to snap the wingsuit open, bank so hard the G-force nearly knocks him out, and hopefully land safely. This should simultaneously push his grasp of her wind style closer to being adept, and eventually to the point of mastery. But more importantly, it should scare the living shit out of that loudmouth brat. Next is Rinka Kesho, the plushy prank master. Rinka is the youngest Kesho sibling, the one in fact supposedly born so young as to have no possible memories of either of her parents, and therefore neither the apparently near extinct bloodline she draws from. She is undoubtedly an anomaly. To find a burgeoning puppet master, not just a ninja who knows how to use a couple of chakra threads, outside of Wind Country, is statistically already pretty rare. Her chakra control is uncanny, able to seamlessly transition from heavy lifting strength to the delicate manipulation of the many threads, able to easily transition from immense heavy lifting strength to the delicate manipulation of the many chaotic threads that control her puppet ninja tools in a heartbeat. As she is dubbed it, the Juggernaut Teddy Alpha is a crude but effective blood force tool, and it also means that I don't need to do all too much to nudge her in the direction of a purple technique puppet master. However, it can certainly be refined. For instance, this initial version is, upon further review, very flammable, likely due to the incredibly densely packed stuffing of the toy turned weapon of war. Though, on the other hand, because Rinka has seemingly adapted the usual ninja tool puppet engineering involving wood, metal, hinges, and other rigid materials, the Juggernaut Teddy Alpha is incredibly well articulated and posable, able to move, bend, and twist in unexpected ways that remind me a lot of my Grim Fist style of taijutsu, which was designed to take advantage of my own mild regeneration and pain tolerance. It should also be noted that aside from her immense monstrous strength and potential, Rinka is likely the most dangerous member of this family, because she doesn't understand the gravity of what she's doing. To her, combat is playing, and her main weapon being considered a toy only strengthens this mindset. That lack of fear makes her unpredictable. She managed to tag me and steal the skull through a blindside maneuver that relied on her being underestimated. That won't work twice. But then again, she only needs it to work once for it to go very badly for her enemies. The closest thing to Rinka we have on Team Sheeny is very much our own Ava Rice. She too has pretty insane chakra control, as well as a fairly unmistakable greed to her, which makes her brutally pursue her goals with a lot of zeal. If she wasn't always trying to put on airs, so as not to be hurt before others can hurt her, she could also be claimed as fun-loving. I caught her smiling ear to ear several times during that little festival battle, and that's despite having lost a couple of games, and Ava really hates losing. Of course, Ava also has more malice and actual intent to go for the kill with her destructive power when pushed to do so. And of course, the little factoid that she also has hidden an unknown strength in her own demonically cursed seal, but Rinka can literally only get stronger from here on out. And her development and skills being more innocent and simple at the moment may be a blessing in disguise compared to whatever Ava has going on. By my own estimation, having some experience at the task, her stuffies as she calls them could rather easily siege a small and prepared village already. So if Rinka survives to adulthood, She could be scaling that up to entire countries or continents, especially should she have the right kind of support, training, and backing in a role like Sorakage or Sky Shadow, for example. At least that is if one existed. It's a terrifying thought. That's why before more jutsu, she needs to learn that her puppets aren't a toy or a weapon. They're an extension of the soul, and how she chooses to use that extension will decide how that soul is judged. And now finally, Hiroko Kesho, the Quiet Weaver. Hiroko is Shion's twin sister, and to be fairly blunt, she's a Hikari copycat. She mimics the lieutenant's stoicism, her posture, and even the way she narrows her eyes, and releases just the teeniest bit of killing intent when she analyzes a threat. She, like Hikari, is also a specialist in mid-range fighting, trap setting, and suppression, as well as possesses the same natural affinity to, and easy potential towards picking up the wind chakra nature, as well as even utilizing needle and thread techniques that suggest a high degree of fine chakra manipulation, or at least the ability to create plans and strategies several steps ahead of time. The only real difference is the two's proverbial X factor. While Hikari easily picks up poison and sabotage techniques of classes more like the Black Hand Medic Nin or Misty Illusionist Genjutsu Specialist, Hiroko is more direct and tactile, in a way that has defined a form of ninjutsu that, unlike Hikari's, is truly all her own. Her X pattern, her cross-stitch storage seals in jutsu are clever, though at the moment, they could also be considered unrefined and inefficient. Rather than simply throwing weapons or setting up traps, she prepares the environment to become a weapon itself, allowing her to easily bind, slow, or disadvantage the enemy to create easier and cleaner finishes to her fights. At least relatively, as the other thing Hiroko doesn't share with Hikari is her emophobia. However, her greatest flaw is her lack of distinct identity. Because of the association she and her other siblings have begun to have for Hikari, and the concept of matriarchal linchpin to a family, she has, in my opinion, adopted this position as Hikari's second as a form of insurance for the Kesho clan. She's so busy trying to be the second Hikari that she forgets to be the first Hiroko. In a world of ninja, a copy is always more predictable than an original. And even in the most cynical and inhumane sense of viewing a young kunoichi, having two identical tools isn't always ideal. Actually, the comparison to a Squad Zero member is Hikari Kesho herself. This has also led to Hiroko growing as an intelligence operative. But while Hikari uses her wits and intel gathered on missions to inspire and trap, Hiroko uses intel to help hide and buff herself and her allies. But if she stays in Hikari's shadow, she will never be more than a backup. To fix this, I'm pushing her towards battlefield control and sealing. I've even begun teaching her the Ghost Stitch, a technique I've devised may be possible if she is able to learn how to go about infusing her threads with yin chakra, and then teaching her the slow and grueling process to change its nature again to shadow chakra, so that way they are not just physical restraints, but spiritual leashes that can be tethered to a subject in the shadow in the ways that Nara are able to. If Hikari is the sword of the Kesho family, Hiroko must become the scabbard, unnoticed until it is far too late to escape. All in all, we are only coming to the end of the second week of training as I write this, though all three of my tutoring students have flaws and quirks of their own. As I always say, strong ninja need those traits to avoid either death or total insanity. And beyond this, even I am not so petty as to forego admitting that these three may genuinely be prodigies, or rather, they've at least worked hard enough to be considered impressive when compared to others around the way. So I'm looking forward to see how they grow, and how Ava, Nanimo, Hikari, and the lessons I've given them will stack up. Approximately 10 minutes after the Skull Squad versus Squad Zero combat and discussion with Sheenie, back on the secluded little beach Skull Squad has been using, having arrived before Sheenie, the three Keshlings are all celebrating their win and rambunctiously gloating and cheering for their individual exploits, as well as making light of their own and their opponents' mistakes and mishaps. As they do, Sheenie arrives. His demeanor, though, is just as disappointed, if not more so, as it was with the other set of students. For a fleeting moment more, the atmosphere holds the fragile warmth of a victory, the trio looking toward their mentor with the desperate, hopeful eyes of a student expecting a well done. But they find only cold and jagged shadows. When he finally did move and exhibit emotion, it wasn't with the grace of a teacher, but with the twitchy, suppressed rage of a man watching a slow-motion catastrophe. He whirled on them, just as he had with Squad Zero, his face a pale mask of disgust that seemed to vibrate with an unspoken "how dare you." Every accomplishment they had clawed for, Shion's daring aerial maneuvers, Hiroko's calculated threads, Rinka's monstrous strength, he dismantled it all with a gaze that treated their competence like a terminal diagnosis. Suddenly feeling the claustrophobic and asphyxiating pressures of his duties, Sheen's inner turmoil becomes a physical weight in the clearing. He looked at Shion again and saw not a burgeoning ace, but a brightly colored target, waiting for a sniper's shot. He looked at Hiroko and saw a spider so obsessed with his web that it failed to notice the boot descending from above. He looked at Rinka, still clutching her puppet, and saw the horrific moment a child stops playing and starts killing. His fury wasn't born of their failure, but of his own, and of their terrifying success. As dumb as it sounded,
In this circumstance, to Shini, doing well was the ultimate betrayal. Every bit of strength he gave them was another nail in the coffin of their childhood. He wasn't building a team, he was forging a set of high-quality blades, and could already feel the blood they were destined to spill. He hated the system that demanded their service. He hated the ninja world for its cruelty. He hated himself for being the one to sharpen. He hated himself for not being able to commit and make them all hate him, to make them hate the training, to hate being a ninja. He hated that he couldn't make them quit, that they tenaciously used his cruelty as a whetstone rather than a wall they couldn't break through. He hated that his duty meant that he couldn't tell them to just run, or that the will of waves was just a fancy way to say drowning. He hated that despite knowing it all to be illogical, he simply could not stop the wellspring of affection for his students that grew stronger day by day. But even if he hated himself, tomorrow he would wake up, sharpen his blades, and go back to those training grounds to preparing Hikari, Hiroko, Shion, Nanimo, Rinka, and Ava. He will push them harder than he did the day before. He will even be more unreasonable. He will try to break them one more desperate time while praying to a god he holds no belief in. Because if I can't make them quit, then I'm gonna get damn close to making them invincible.